station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
It is a great day to be alive on this Tuesday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace. How you do, Kyle?
This is a
cheap
rarity.
as ever.
Well, always. But this is a rarity. We all have polos on today. I mean, Ben has a polo he wears every other week.
I haven't worn this one in a while.
Yeah, okay, all right.
It is your summer polo, though, so I expect it more often.
Oh, I forgot to get my hat.
Oh,
It's in my car. Should I get? You think that's worth getting out of my car during a 4-minute break, seeing if I can run?
That's a long.
You
way
don't
to
even
go.
know what hat
It's the visor, isn't it?
No.
I don't know how you're gonna wear that and wear your headset at the same time.
I really don't think you should be leaving to go to your car during our 4-minute break.
I think it'd be fun.
You'd be winning.
I like a challenge.
Kyle, you're also the king of. Hey, Strofe, how much time we got left? 30 seconds. Out the door.
Yeah, I got to pee sometimes.
Yeah, but you do move.
Or get water.
You do move quickly.
I do move very quickly. I went upstairs to go use the bathroom yesterday because both the bathrooms somebody was doing the second one in. So I had to run upstairs.
How do you know that?
Well, they took a little longer, you know? I was like,
Nobody
oh,
takes
crap.
that long.
Yeah,
for
nobody
another
takes
one.
more than 60 seconds
For what?
to pee.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't know. It takes people less than 4 minutes to do the other thing, but
Less
you
than
do it.
4 minutes.
Kyle takes 20-minute poops.
Yeah, yours are. It's obscenely long.
No, it's not.
Ben's
All
a-
right, let's get the show on the road here, fellas.
Well, no, it's the real one closing remark on Kyle's boo-boo habits
Wait,
is
what?
Closing remark.
people have been texting into the Carbless Talk and text line saying that it's bad for you if you sit that long on the toilet. You could get hemorrhoids. So I just want to get that warning. You could get that by
I'm
doing
not
that.
pushing for 20 minutes straight. I'm relaxing.
So you literally just take
I think
a break
I think you're looking to escape.
Closing remark, they're not lying.
No,
about the hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
I'm not pushing for 20 minutes. I'm
What are you doing?
I'm pushing, relaxing, and then if there's another wave, I'll let that come out too.
no!
What?
Rumor has it Strofe can attest.
What do you
Oh
mean, Jay?
no!
I have no comment about what happened at the NFL draft.
You had hemorrhoids at the NFL draft?
Wow.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Why were you pushing so hard, man?
I had hemorrhoids in college. It's okay. We're
What
buddies.
is wrong
What
with
is that?
y'all?
Seriously, what's wrong with you?
It's the first time I've ever had it. It was scary.
Scary.
Well, you wipe and you see blood, and you're like, oh.
Okay, too far.
Yeah, that's
Dude, I know we speak about one
I
word,
said I cannot confirm nor deny.
dazzling details. You dazzled a little too much in those details.
Yeah, that's what I'm
800-990-3776.
Tell you what wasn't dazzling.
Chris chimes in because I think it was Chris who was concerned about your habits. It's not the pushing, Kyle. It's just sitting there. That's
What do you
bad
mean
for
sitting there? We sit for 3 hours.
really.
Yeah, but this is a cushion. It's a hard surface.
I have a nice toilet seat, I might add, at my home.
Yeah,
Does
well,
it
you're not
matter?
at home when you're doing this here.
That's true. I will hope they have quality toilet seats here.
No, I think it's like they try to just churn them and burn them, make them and shake them.
And
I don't do it
burn 'em.
enough. I maybe once a week around here.
Yeah, we don't see you for a while. You can see us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. The first 3 minutes were hemorrhoids, and we'll move on from that because I'm sick of Brad doing everything that he thinks he should do because it's best for Brad.
Be more
I
like.
don't want to be more like Brad.
I'm the master of my own ship. I'm the captain of my own. I don't know.
That's
another
a-
analogy. What?
So,
Vessel?
Yeah, vessel.
That's a what's called? That's a poem.
That is. Oh, captain, my
Invictus.
captain. Is that right?
Oh well, no.
Anyway,
Here's
Ben's
why.
upset.
Here's why I'm upset.
Yeah.
It's because when I thought about why I was upset, I thought about everyone on the show. So Brad and I had an opportunity to drive together and spend, 2 hours, 2.5 hours with a partner.
Yeah, which is lovely.
We were then able to drive back down. It was in Plymouth. And you chose to drive alone and go 1 hour and 45 minutes.
No. See what Ben's trying to do? He's trying to change the narrative.
That's what he
already.
does.
He's trying
That's
to
what he
change the narrative.
does.
Let's look at a map visually of Wisconsin, right? Plymouth, that's in like right off the lake, straight up on 43.
Right by Road
east
America.
Side.
Yeah.
Right by what?
Road America.
Yeah,
Right by
it
Road
is.
America, right? So straight up that way. For Ben, that's a straight shot north out of Whitefish Bay. For me,
Oh, wow, he
in
put a
little old
bid on that.
Oconomowoc,
Right.
if you're envisioning geometry, we got a triangle. We got a square triangle, right? 90-degree
Whoa, a
angle.
square triangle?
Well, square.
You lost us.
wait.
You lost everyone. What's a square triangle?
What's it called when it's a right angle? It's a right angle. It's a right triangle.
okay.
Right triangle.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So
I
I
heard
took
that.
the hypotenuse, the diagonal up from
jeez.
Oconomowoc to Plymouth. I met them there. It was lovely. We chatted even a little bit on the way. Now, I will admit, maybe there was a scenario where I could have taken the legs of the triangle to Whitefish Bay, stopped at Ben's house, probably chatted up for a little bit, probably would have been way out of my way and taken longer to get there. But you know what? This isn't even about Ben. I love Ben. I love Tony
I
Carden.
love Ben.
Oh, I know
Are you
Ben,
pulling
me.
Kyle on me right now?
I love Ben. I love Tony Cartagena, who's also with us. I love him.
TC.
But this is I'm not a carpool guy. I like my own wheel. I like the peace of my own car. The open road. Brad Nortman just with
You're
his
not on a
thoughts.
motorcycle.
Yeah, I just don't have a lot of interest in one, coordinating, or two, being stuck with other humans in a car for a long period of time.
See, I'm with Brad on this one. What he left out, because he's not being 100% honest. He doesn't like being stuck and having to have a conversation with somebody in a car round trip. You're forced to talk to somebody. You're forced to be entertained. You as the driver are forced to, like, you can't just sit in silence. Somebody always feels the need to have some type of
But
conversation.
it's a 45, 50-minute ride
That's
from where
too-
I was. That's
too much
you,
talk.
Both ways.
You
Both
think
ways.
I had a forced conversation with Tony Cartagena? You
Oh,
think I'd have to force conversation with Brad?
Yes, you would. You would. You want to talk about something. And listen, sometimes people
Here's
just like
why
to
I'm
get in the car
mad,
and be
because I thought
themselves.
about not you, Kyle, not you, Brad, but I thought about Strofe.
Oh,
what about
I was like,
Strofe?
needy Strofe.
I would have been like, you know what? It would have been great, because if it was an opportunity for me and Strofe would have drove with me.
Of course Strofe would have
but
drove with
Strofe's
you.
like a.
What's that supposed to
He's
mean,
like
Kyle?
a busy bee. He just loves getting up all in your stuff, and he loves just.
Whoa.
Whoa, lash out.
FOMO.
What was
Strofe
that?
wants to be included on everything.
You love knowing all the things there are to know.
He's
right,
a
Strofe?
needy person. He's like a dog that every time you come to the door, he's waiting
It's
for you.
out of love. I mean, certainly it's
Yeah.
not out of malicious heart.
Look at him, pat him
But-
on the head.
But yeah, I mean, like, sure, if there's anybody out of the four of us that I would say, okay, we need to airdrop you, and he's going to keep conversation going with anybody, it's Strofe. But like, I just,
Okay.
I don't know, I just need a minute.
But like, here's the thing.
I don't know if that was a compliment.
It wasn't.
It's a
Don't take
compliment.
it
You're
as a
social.
compliment.
You're social.
The first 10 minutes of the drive, because it was still somewhat early, Tony Cartagena, the producer of the Analysis Show, was driving with me. We were like, hey, like, let's just do 10 minutes, sip the coffee.
See, you had to have the conversation. See,
Yeah, it's awkward
you had
then.
to
No,
set the
yeah,
stage.
it's like, hey, guys,
you had to set
no,
the stage.
no,
like,
I
don't
didn't.
moment.
Silence,
No, that literally
let's
is just
force it.
like mutual understanding.
No,
Yeah, totally get it.
No, if you get into the car and nobody says anything, then it feels awkward. Okay, when Strofe gave me
No,
the
I
ride,
was just
felt
like, hey,
obligated to talk to him.
I'm not a fast mover in the morning. I'm gonna need like 10 minutes to get
Exactly.
this
The
coffee.
fact that
That's
you need to
the
coordinate
point.
silence is a problem.
Hold on a minute. Kyle, what did you just say about when I drove you somewhere?
I felt I had to talk to you. So I talked to you the entire
Was that to
time.
the airport?
Yeah.
That was 10 minutes.
But hold on. You talked way more than I did.
Because I felt obligated to have to talk to you. You gave me a ride. I felt I couldn't just sit in silence. You gave me a free ride.
So you hated the free ride.
No, I love the free rides. You had to sacrifice the conversation.
I was the one sitting in silence. I was just listening.
He was just listening.
So he was just blabbering.
He was being annoying as hell. Yeah, he was just yada, yada, yada.
I'm glad. You should have said something because, boy, I was just trying to talk.
There's nothing.
but
You guys are
especially
so
when-
scared to set
especially when
expectations with people.
It was Tony and Ben in there, so someone's going to have to sit in the back seat. There's probably a car seat putting up next to them because we know that baby Brust is back there all the time. It's just awkward. It's tight. It's just like we're all
It's
adults
fun!
here. We're all adults here.
Road trips and carpools are fun.
I think people-
Conversation memories. The one time us three were in a car, we drove to Craig Council
It was
Park
too
to
much for
bobble
me.
his berryhead.
We haven't done this
berryhead.
since.
Bobblehead. We bobbled his berryhead. We buried his bobblehead.
See-
and you two Had a great time.
It's the loud minority of carpool enjoyers that want to push this carpool narrative.
It is.
I think most people fall on our side, Kyle. Most people don't want to do a carpool. They feel socially forced.
Yeah, Ben, and the reason why I haven't gotten in the car with you is because you drive recklessly. You throw stuff out
So
the window.
do you.
Oh, I will say this, actually,
I drive
though.
reckless differently.
So Ben and Kyle left Plymouth like
Ben
a
and
couple
Tony.
minutes. Ben and Tony. Sorry, not you weren't there.
I sure would.
They left a couple minutes before me because I was like texting back Lexi and I put it in my thing and I start driving. Zoom. Driving. I don't see him for a while. All of a sudden I'm driving down the road, and I'm about to fly past this white car. And I was like, oh, shoot, that's Ben. And I was like, this is going to look bad. And I then tailed Ben for about 45 minutes. I didn't want to pass him. Because he was going
I turned to Tony,
'Cause
and
he
I
was-
saw Brad behind me driving. I was like, this guy is so soft. He's
Because-
not going to pass me.
No, because they were
Right.
going. First of all, it would be in poor taste because I'm not.
I was
carpooling
going
with
like
them.
7,
And
8 over.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you were going like 5 or less over, I would have said, Ben, bumps that, I'm going past you. But he was going the comfortable distance that I normally drive, and I wasn't really tracking how fast I was going. So I was like, all right, here we go. I'm about to be behind Ben for 40 yards for 40
Brad,
minutes.
That's terrible. When I'm coming to work and I see people who I work with, just so happen to see it when I'm driving, I turn my head and I hurry up and speed so I can get past. I see so many of y'all driving in the morning, zoom, kind of get right past. I'm not tailing behind.
Jim
people.
Rutledge does chime in from Jim, Matt, and Molly, 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN Madison. I was with Jim coming back from the Wisconsin Sports Awards that we put on maybe 5-6 years ago. This is like long time ago. And I remember this. He says, this was you, right? When I said, hey, I just need to not talk and just drink my coffee and we can listen to the radio. I said, that sounds absolutely great. You just set expectations, and it's okay. You don't have to force conversation. You
But
guys
it's
are
just
so
so-
soft,
so
and you're so
that coffee,
able.
the coffee and quiet, I get that in my own car.
Exactly.
But you need to coordinate it with another.
You
So-
get to listen to you get to listen to music.
Yeah.
You can do. You have freedom.
And
You're right, Don.
Freedom.
Don, you're right on the Carbless talking text line. Don't plead to these guys. They're nothing like you. You're better than them.
I wouldn't say that. Obviously, this guy doesn't know.
Strofe, if I
But we
could,
should
if I
be
could
fair.
change places
Do you like carpools?
with who I was going to do this thing with today, I would have wish it was you because we would have had great
Look at
memories
him.
together
Look
in the
at
car.
him just cheesing.
No.
Oh yeah,
No, it would have been a lot of fun.
Me, yay.
Are you a carpool guy, Strofe?
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, I love carpool. Me, Benny. Yeah, I love carpool.
What would you have talked about, Strofe and Ben?
I would have talked about everything. I would have talked about the stupid wheel of Strofe. I would have talked about Mr.
Stupid wheel of
Relevant.
Strofe.
I would have talked about
Wheel.
I love Ben.
You know what Strofe and I would have talked about? Brewers.
Salvatore.
This is Kyle
You're
Brust
being
and
so
Nortman,
mean to him.
KBN.
What's going? Big, come on.
It's getting tough. It's getting slow.
Ben, don't be pathetic. Your father's with your baby. They're listening. You gotta be better.
but I'm giving it my all.
I don't know what you're at either.
Stop humping the ground.
Yeah.
Get up.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The 2015 Wisconsin men's hoops team gave us all a march to remember.
Will be no undefeated champion on Wisconsin with an unbelievable stretch drive to the championship game.
On June 26th, enjoy an intimate celebration with the stars of the run with Made 'em Believe. Presented by M3 Insurance. World-class expertise and individual attention. Tickets are on sale now at uwhoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe, June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
Rivals meet again when the Brewers battle the Cardinals June 12th through the 15th. Come for a duel between the Contreras brothers on the diamond and stay for one of the best weekends of summer. It's Tropical Day, Saturday, June 14th, featuring a Brewers straw hat with special tickets. Then take Dad to the Father's Day game for a Barrelman cooler giveaway on June 15th. It doesn't get any better than this. Get in on the action at Brewers.com.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey, it's Kyle Walsh, and if you're a homeowner like me, you know how it goes. There's always a project that needs attention, and sometimes the big ones, like replacing old windows, get pushed to the bottom of the list. But I'm telling you, this is the time to finally check that box with Universal Windows Direct. They're running their home improvement season sale, and the offer is just too good to pass up. You can get payments as low as $99 a month or no payments and no interest for an entire year. Call 414-410-2000 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com.
Got an unused car, truck, or SUV just sitting in your garage? Now's the time to act. Your vehicle donation to Rawhide Youth Services provides essential mental health care for youths facing trauma and behavioral challenges. Your help is needed right away. Your vehicle could be the key to a young person's fresh start. Don't wait. Donate today at rawhide.org or call 1-800-RAWHIDE. Empty your garage. Fill a young life with hope.
Hey there, Brewers fans. We've got a new way for you to watch the Brew Crew this season. FanDuel Sports Network. And now there are more ways to watch the Brewers than ever before. Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network to stream all the action. Or, new this season, Brewers Baseball is now available on Amazon Prime Video as an add-on subscription. You can also access FanDuel Sports Network through TV providers, including DirecTV, Spectrum, Xfinity, Fubo, and more. Visit GetMyHomeTeams.com to learn more.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman. A big focus in America today is your health. And you can't be fully healthy if you are not physically mobile to do the things you want to do. If you're someone that keeps on experiencing that joint pain, then you need to visit QC Kinetics. When I go to QC Kinetics' Greenfield location, I am amazed at everything that they have to give you your life back and finally fix that pain that you're experiencing. Everything they do is top of the line. From the free consultation where you can get an ultrasound of your joints and see what is nagging you in real time, to the effective and long-lasting treatments of PRP and stem cells that they offer to give you long-lasting pain relief. Be one of the tens of thousands of other patients who now have a pain-free life because of the treatments they received at QC Kinetics. Call QC Kinetics today for your free consultation. 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Are you listening? Whoa.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. We send it over to Diana in McGuanago. Diana, welcome into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Hi. Happy Tuesday!
Happy Tuesday to you, Dirty D.
Yep. I have two things to say. So, Ben, don't you dare cut me off.
Be careful now.
Yeah. Let me finish. First of all, don't you guys think it's awkward to sit in a vehicle with somebody and not say absolutely anything?
No, I think it's just fine, peaceful, as long as you set the expectation.
No, I agree. That's
Awkward.
why. That's why
Okay,
I
and
want
the
to be in the
second
car.
thing, I need you guys to do for me, please, is do a shout-out to my daughter. She's going to be competing in the Special Olympic State Competition at the University of Whitewater, where Kyle went to school.
Shout out to Dirty D's daughter. We winning that Special Olympics.
Place coming.
Dirty D daughter.
First place coming. What event is she competing in?
She's going to be competing in Thursday's opening ceremonies. Friday is her mini javelin, and Saturday morning is her 100-meter run.
Oh, wow.
Hey, that's a wide range.
She's a runner in and she's a thrower. I like
that?
it. You know, I got a little cousin. He's actually really good at the Special Olympics as well. Not saying I'm sure your daughter's great too. My cousin down in Mississippi.
Not that your daughter's not
he's
great,
He's
but-
good too. He's talented. Very talented.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The
javelin.
Yeah, is the javelin
That's
the
like
the staff.
Spear.
the spear?
That's like
300
style. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a very cool event. Very cool.
I like that you both went to
300.
Yeah.
It's a track event where they throw, and we're thinking like spearing people.
You're thinking like Roman Empire stuff.
Yes.
Roman Empire?
That's where it but no, it's isn't it is it the Roman Empire?
You tell me, Mr. Smart.
Yeah, you're the brains of the operation here.
I thought Sparta was in Greece.
It was in Greece. That's true.
I guess Greece was a part of the Roman Empire,
That's correct, yeah.
Are you just saying that's correct because he's saying it?
You think I know the answer to this?
Are we making memories or are we all in on this team? I want to listen back because the Brewers. No, you're not a part of this, Kyle. You're not a part of this. This is a me and Strofe thing.
What? Oh.
Sit your ass out.
Wow.
This was Mark Antanasio about fun summers in Milwaukee.
Similar to the question, what's your job? Forget about calling yourself, if you're the steward of baseball here. Is my job to win a World Series? Now it's going to, everybody say, oh, he doesn't think he has to win a World Series. But it's my job to win a World Series. It's my job to provide a summer of entertainment and passion and a way for families to come together.
What is he doing right now? Is he doing what he said to us? Is he providing an entertainment of summer and passion for families right now? Because the Brewers have rolled off 8 straight. I'm locked in every single pitch, every single game. I'm at basketball, and I'm listening on my way after watching on TV on the Brewers Radio Network, 620 WTMJ, our sister station. I'm getting to basketball, skipping warm-ups. I'm stretching, holding my phone, holding on to every pitch, because it was an electric game. That's 8 in a row. 8 in a row for the Milwaukee Brewers. Am I just roped into Mark Antanasio right now, providing me a team of family entertainment in summers?
Yes, you are, Ben. You
So
are,
you don't believe for the long term?
No, I don't. I don't believe that's how they're built. Now, I will always have the hope, maybe the irrational hope, that the Milwaukee Brewers can win a World Series. But certainly, that is not what his intention is. He plainly said, my intention is to provide entertainment. That's exactly what the Brewers are doing. Nothing is more entertaining.
But they're winning baseball games at a high clip against what the
totally
Reds are
agree.
actually average, but they did just sweep the Phillies.
Totally agree. It's thrilling when they're beating good teams, when they're on a roll. But this team would have to have experienced minor miracles to actually win a World Series this year, right? And it's possible, but like this is the entertaining thread of the needle that he's trying to hit. He's trying to make them be good, competitive, win ball games, be in the mix, maybe make a wild card every year.
So, Brad, you're saying when I get my ESPN push notification from Jeff Passan saying if the Brewers continue to win baseball games, they will likely be lookers at not selling, but buying some left side of the infield player to hopefully propel them post trade deadline to make a push in the playoffs. You're saying I shouldn't read that because it doesn't matter.
I think you should read it with a grain of salt, and I think you should know that it's going to be a very, very frugal trade. I'm just telling you the truth.
I mean, listen, Mark.
I still love him.
Mark ain't
I
lying
want
to
him to
y'all.
win.
He told y'all everything he was going to do, and he delivered. Are you not entertained? Are you not making memories? Are y'all not celebrating 8 games in a row? Is this not what he said he was going to deliver? That is a man of his word.
He ain't doing crap. Pat
he did.
Murphy's doing it.
No,
Sal
no.
Frelick's doing it. Christian Yelich is doing it.
He
A
pulled all
bomb
the
to
strings.
center field, 417,
Nope.
over the head.
Hey, listen. Mark Antanasio, you may
He
not
didn't
like
do it. He
Yes,
didn't do it.
He told that man told you exactly what you were going to get, and
Yep.
he delivered on a fun summer. Brewers fans like myself are having a great time. We're all the cribbage board. People got in line to get that cribbage board. Did they not? Jordan Love,
cribbage board.
Stro, how was Memorial Day? How many people were in by first pitch on Memorial Day?
The most I've ever seen.
I couldn't tell you because I was not in by first pitch.
Most I've ever seen.
Most you ever seen. What was he doing? He was bringing.
It felt like
families-
opening day.
He was bringing families together to make memories to watch our star quarterback throw the first pitch. Saturday, I want to go to the game on Saturday because you can get a Jackson Churro jersey. So this is doing
What else is going on Saturday?
This is bringing families together. So I'm excited about it. So
What did I
listen,
miss?
nothing. No, he's just turn your mic off.
We bullied Kyle. I accidentally bullied Kyle because he keeps mentioning a Saturday's his birthday. Kyle's the biggest birthday guy on the show by a mile.
Dude,
Yeah.
the amount of times, not on the air, but off the air,
He keeps
if somebody mentions the date of like anything going on that weekend, oh, I can't, it's my birthday. Maybe even ask you.
It's my birthday weekend.
It is. I thought you guys were my
So are you going to the game
work
on
friends.
Saturday?
I can't. I'm having a party. So I wanted to go because I want to get the jersey, but I can't because it's during my party.
You having a birthday party?
My
He's
girlfriend
having
is-
a birthday party.
baby girl.
Aw.
Baby girl is throwing a 35th birthday party for me. She is. It's
Who's invited?
Yeah, did you invite Brad or
Yeah,
Strofe?
yeah, you
I know
did.
I'm out of town.
He did invite us. He did invite us.
And they said no. And
So you didn't invite me even though I was gone?
you were going to be out of town.
Yeah,
so-
but like it still would have been nice to feel included.
Nah, I mean, I really don't want them to come, so I mean, I'm not going to.
Oh, wow.
Less expense.
All right, I won't come then.
Were you planning on going?
No, he was not. That's what I'm saying.
He's gonna get the Jackson Churro jersey.
No, he's not.
He's
going
gonna gift it to you for your birthday.
He's going to his
talking
other.
about?
He's going to his other friend Kyle's birthday party.
It's true, actually.
Another Kyle's birthday party?
I have 2 friends named Kyle that are having a birthday party.
Are you sure you're actually friends with this Kyle? Because the last friend you brought up, you snitched on him.
Well, that seemed unnecessary. that was just unnecessary.
Snitching Strove. Snitching Strove.
800-990.
have won 8 straight. Yeah, but no, Mark Anthony.
37-76. Are you buying this team long term, or are you just in it for the summer memories like Brad?
I'm in it
It's
for
just
the
the
summer
truth.
memories. They're not winning. They're not winning the World Series this year. We know that. This team is not equipped to
you
win the
guys
World
are
Series.
going in with the mindset of I'm going to have fun with this team, but even if I know the odds are against me, I'm not going to buy in fully, even if like just from a hope standpoint.
No, I'm buying in and knowing that the season's going to end probably the way that our seasons always end, is not winning a World Series. But you know what? During that time, I'm going to enjoy the ride. How fun has it been to watch Christian Yelich? Just 2 weeks ago, we were talking about maybe Christian needs a day of rest. He's not playing well. And then what do? Pop, pop, pop. Playing great baseball. Homer was talking about Jackson Churro, and then what did he do? He walked a couple times, but also he's playing great baseball. This team has not lost a game since you guys were doing Brewers math a couple weeks ago.
How about that? Brewers math. You're welcome.
And so all I'm saying is these are memories. The memories from the Brewers, I would love a World Series. I would love for us to compete. I would love for us to swing for a big deal. But at this point, Mark Antonaccio, he let y'all know before the season, I'm not here to compete for championships. I'm here for you to make memories with your son, your daughter, your cousin, your uncle, your daddy, your mama, whatever it is. You're going to have a good time.
It's a lot of people in a row. No, it doesn't. No.
Making memories.
No,
Because he knows this, right? He knows that a young team that has some pop, has a little bit of excitement, that gets the excitement going, that gets the memories rolling.
Yeah, but you don't actually care in the core. You don't care to the core.
I care.
No, you don't. Look, you guys are doing that. I care.
We do, but we're just realistic. Like, I've got a shred of hope, but I'm not going to be heartbroken when they inevitably likely lose, because that is what they're setting out to do.
But the thing is, they're going to lose in the playoff, but you walk away with great memories and great items. Like, they got a cool.
Who started last night for the Brewers?
Who started last night?
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
I don't know.
Who started? Kyle, who started last night?
Actually, you know what? I can't remember who started
Oh,
yesterday.
Yeah, because you don't actually care.
I was at dinner last night. Well, who started for
I
the
was also
Brewers?
at dinner last
Somehow
night.
made it through 5 innings.
5.1.
Somehow he made it through?
Yeah, then look what it was going to.
His name started with a T, I believe.
No, that's not.
That's
he
definitely
doesn't
not
even-
right.
Doesn't even have a T in his
See,
name.
I don't care.
The whole name?
See,
Whole name, no T.
see, Mr. Strofe over there. When Sal Frelick got hit lefty yesterday, guess who texted you right away? Because I care.
You did. That's true.
But you're setting yourself up for heartbreak.
Fine, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm literally okay with
You're
that.
buying the Mark Antonaccio line.
I'm not buying Mark.
buying
I'm
the
buying Pat Murphy and the players.
No,
you're
well,
buying
Mark
the
got
lie.
you eight games
one
in
of
a row.
those one of those players that Ben Brust is buying into. His name is Aaron Savale, and that's who started.
Oh,
yesterday.
Aaron Savale started
cool.
yesterday.
Yeah, part of the 8 wins.
Good for him.
Got his first win of the season. Also, you would have at least known the answer had you read my email today. Good God. Why do I send these emails?
I read them.
Why do I send these emails?
From our
He literally
defense.
sends them so you guys have baseline information just in case you two dummies don't see things yesterday.
He put it was like a full paragraph of Brewers. As like I read the headline.
Full paragraph. I also sent 6 articles that I read all of.
You read all those articles?
I read all of the articles I sent. Yeah.
In my
It's
defense,
called doing prep.
you sent it at 10:56. I was wrapping up another meeting to get to show.
Yeah, and I was
It's
driving.
2:28.
When was going to read it?
If I would have carpooled, maybe I would have been able to read it. But I was driving.
I read the
So
one.
you hurt the show.
I read
You
the one,
selfishly
yesterday.
hurt the show.
Hey,
But I'm in a
sports
great-
talk radio host.
I'm in a good
At
headspace,
least
though.
know who started,
Read
even
a
if you.
box score.
Wait, we're supposed to know every single.
Who's the Brewers
starting
closer?
pitcher? Who is their closer? I don't even. Shh. I know they just traded.
He can't even figure out with Kyle.
Give you the answer.
And I heard it in my ear.
Who?
Trevor.
McGill. Oh yeah, Trevor McGill. That's right.
Yeah, see,
yeah.
he
Yeah.
knows.
Oh,
Yeah.
He goes, oh, yeah.
I am a classic. What's the best word to describe it? Casual Brewer fan.
who
And I've been a
enjoys-
casual Brewer fan my whole life.
And you enjoy
And I enjoy it.
the summers
I do.
and the memories.
I love the ride. I love it.
No, you don't get to do that. It's so disingenuous.
Memories. families together.
No, I don't think you understand. Yeah, you're making me mad. Number one, number two.
Why?
Like
I like Mark. He's Antanasios. a great guy.
You're frauds.
I'm not a fraud whatsoever.
Wait. Do you scoff at the casual brewer?
And the Brewers have won 8 straight.
I don't scoff at the casuals. I scoff at you two who are on this program from 2 to 5, and you're acting like we should talk about the 8 wins the Brewers have. You can't even name the Savali started yesterday.
Yeah, it's a fun stretch.
Here's the thing about Ben. You know the thing about Ben is this, is the fact that Ben only cares about the Brewers because what did he do on the Brewers before the season? What did he do? He
placed that wager.
And he only cares about teams that he places bets on. So that's the only reason why he gives a dang about the Milwaukee Brewers.
Didn't have any money on him last year. I still rock my daughter, and I think about Sal Frelick's home run against the Mets.
Yeah,
I think that's because we just lost money in that.
We sure did.
We did. We all lost money in that moment.
We did. Yeah.
Touche.
And I mean,
I was heartbroken too.
I mean, Ben Brust, you do say on your Twitter bio,
my favorite team is who I bet on. I'm not hiding from that.
My favorite team is who I bet on, and so you bet on the Brewers, so that's why they're your favorite team, not because it's really in your heart. You're thinking about your money.
Oh, so you're gonna try and spin this because you don't actually know anything about the actual team.
Oh, see, now you're
going too far. Now you're
being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was busy yesterday, but I was tracking, and I saw that it was a close game. And
I wish I could ask them who was starting tonight to make it 9 in a row, but I already gave them the answer in show.
Fastball Freddie, they call it.
It is fastball.
No, it's actually Freddie Fastball.
Freddie Fastball.
And you know, do you remember who? I think I saw it when I was checking out, getting ready for the show.
Oh yeah.
The pitcher for the Reds.
Yes, it's a color. His
I think it's
a color.
It's a Hunter, not Hunter Purple, not
Hunter.
Red.
You only know this because I told you a statistic about him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hunter Green.
Hunter Green. Oh, he's pitching well.
That's like a color in itself.
Benny,
we got some savants here.
Yeah, we owe apologies.
We got some savants here.
Yeah, man. Come on now. Going for 9 in a row.
9 in a row. They won 3-2 yesterday. I know that.
Yeah,
9 is more than 8.
It is.
How about that? Can you imagine 9 games?
Like now, I'm watching the Brewers to like every pitch and tracking every moment to spite these two even more now.
You're feeding right into Mark Antanasios'
You're making memories and things. Here's this: if the Brewers get to 12, guess what? Everybody gets free food.
Free food.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that, Ben?
Of course, you guys know the free stuff. Of course. The cheapest people I know only know not who pitched to help them win, but what they have to get to in order to get something free.
I was busy. I was on a
me too.
I'm saying that.
I was on a date.
Well, you were?
You went on a date on Monday night?
Yeah.
Oh, it's restaurant week.
With baby girl?
Yeah. Did you go to restaurant week?
I can.
Deals, cheap, free, BOGO.
Can I just mention? I'm never going. The establishment is great, but the crowd there.
Great people.
Yeah, they
tell us about what people can enjoy during the summers at American Family Field.
Oh, the only way to truly enjoy your summer is with a carbless in your hands. That's right. That's what I'm going to be putting in my hands as I enjoy the Brewers all season long. But not only that. With a carbless in your hand. Not only that, but maybe around the bonfire, on the lake, so many areas to enjoy an ice cold carbless. There's a flavor for everybody. The Tropical Bliss Variety Pack, excellent. That's new hitting the shelves. There's a mango 4-pack, a watermelon 4-pack. There are so many flavors, classic cocktails, a margarita 8-pack. Something for everyone. But not only that, you guys know me. What I put in my body, what I consume, it's got to be only top of the line. I got to trust it. And Carbless checks those for a guilt-free experience. No carbs, no sugars, no gluten, 100 calories per can, and all good ingredients that is Nortman approved. So if you're going to enjoy the summer like I am, you're going to enjoy a Carbless in your hand and maybe even enjoying a Carbless while you root on the
Brewers.
Less is more with Carbless.
I was going to do Brewers trivia with these two yahoos next on the season, but Mark Tauscher's next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Let them know the dread-headed brother loves the Green Bay Packers. When you see me, Goody, let me in the box.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside. just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TURN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TURN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TURN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a star-studded group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 6th through the 8th with an exciting team competition and a new tournament home at TPC, Wisconsin. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Megan Maroney with special guest Clint Black on Friday, June 6th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Slide into your neighborhood Century Food store to score the freshest produce, tastiest treats, and everything in between. Now through Wednesday, save on 9-ounce selected varieties essential everyday potato chips, 2 for $4. 3-count selected varieties Marushan ramen noodles, 4 for $1. 64-ounce selected varieties Sunny Delight, 2 for $3. 12.8 to 18.8-ounce selected varieties Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches, $5.49.
Let's get some strawberries.
Attention shoppers. Safe.
Okay. Ooh, pineapple fulfills every need.
While you're shopping, a drive way back, it's a gunner.
There's something goofy going on with the PA.
Need a price check and I'll take me out to the ball game.
See, what is going on?
You're hearing things. We're at Century Foods, and you can't take your mind off winning that ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes.
I'm hoping to throw out the first pitch at a Milwaukee baseball game.
Or attend batting practice.
Or hold the finish line ribbon for the racing sausages.
You don't say.
The ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes at Century Foods. Enter on Century's Facebook or Instagram by July 30th.
Don't miss 3 weekends of live music at Milwaukee's Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance, including Benson Boone, Hosier, Megan Thee Stallion, plus Alex Warren, Artemis, Nissa Barrett, and more. Get tickets now at summerfest.com.
I'm Monica Kessler.
Monica makes sure that everything at Kessler's is worthy of a lifetime warranty.
The quality of your ring is incredibly important when it comes to diamond setting, ring sizing, and repairs.
Monica has been part of Kessler's since she was 6 years old.
Let me tell you how to judge the quality of the jewelry you're buying.
It's easier than you think.
All you have to do is read the warranty.
Most stores offer a 5-year warranty, but Kessler's offers a lifetime warranty, the strongest in the world.
We can do it because we put more gold in your jewelry.
When a jeweler wants to make a bigger profit, they put less gold into the jewelry. This makes it thinner and easier to break.
Theirs might look like ours at first glance, but Kessler's jewelry is made not to break, and that takes more gold.
We give you a lifetime warranty because our jewelry is made to last forever, just like your love.
Gold is more than $2,000 an ounce.
Kessler's gives you more gold, a lot more gold.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, go to KesslersDiamonds.com.
The Protect the Package golf outing takes place on August 16 at Ironwood Golf Course. Come be a part of the most unique outing in the state while helping loved ones battle cancer. Proceeds benefit the This Time Tomorrow Foundation. Sign up your foursome at thistimetomorrow.org under the Events tab.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm not going to sit here and panic about it.
Green and Gold Hall of Famer.
It's not apples to apples. For you, it is.
Solving the world's problems one day at a time.
Everybody doesn't grow and evolve at the same time.
It's Mark Tauscher.
Did you guys hang up on me, or am I hanging up
on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman?
Feel the rain on your skin.
Joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is the Packer Hall of Famer. His name is Mark Tauscher. Listen to him on Willie and Tausch, 9 to noon across these very stations. Old T, what's going on?
Hey, fellas. What's good?
Lots good. And I want to start here with you because Brad brought this to the table, and they're very interesting, especially when you look at the data points in the past. 2 props
data points
are up early. Early props are up at Potawatomi Casino Hotel in their sports book. Jordan Love for the 2025 season, over-under passing yards, 3,600 yards, 3,600.5. So 3,600.5 over-under. Josh Jacobs is 1,050 yards, 0.5. Does anything stand out to you for those? Because they feel really, really, really attainable, and I want to jump all over them.
Yeah, I think the Josh Jacobs piece, I don't know if you factor in that he was pretty healthy last year, and because 1,050 is nothing. Like
62 yards a game in 17 games.
Yeah, I think if he plays, let's say he even plays 16 weeks and he doesn't get that, that would be very disappointing. So, again, you have to take on that injury risk when you do that. Jordan Love, what did he throw for last year?
About 3,350-ish, and we take away 2 for sure, and then 2 halves, so say 14 out of 17 games.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident that, I feel better about the Josh Jacobs one, but I'm with you. And again, I think we always, when we're here and we do this for a living, I think you have to be a little skeptical that maybe, you're maybe looking at it from a green and gold lens. But I would agree. I think both of those are incredibly attainable for if this team is any good at all, which we expect it to be. I would be shocked if those numbers didn't come in.
Yes, if Jordan does play all 17 games, he needs to average 212 yards a game over 17 games to hit that over.
Yeah, that should be very doable.
Yeah,
very doable.
For both those guys, it really just seems like if they're healthy, they're easily going to clear that like crazy. But another conversation we had yesterday, and I'm curious to see where especially Goody falls in this for you, Tausch. Basically, we had a game of using the 3 professional GMs in Wisconsin sports. You got Matt Arnold for the Brewers, John Horst for the Bucks, and Brian Gutekunst for the Green Bay Packers. If you had to extend one, hot seat one, and fire one, who would that be for the 3 Wisconsin GMs?
I mean, I think Horst is under the most. I know they just extended him, but I would say he's under the most pressure to get it right. I would say Goody would be the hot seat, and I think Matt Arnold, and it's not just being prisoner of the moment. He is probably hamstrung the most as far as what he can do and how much he can spend, and to constantly have to find different ways to win, and with different players on a more limited budget than most of his opponents. I think that's the road I would go. But realistically, I mean, this is a big season, obviously, for the Packers. It's a huge offseason for the Milwaukee Bucks, depending on what happens. So I think Horst is probably going to be under the most pressure. If he doesn't do it right, you're going to set the franchise back a ton.
Yeah, you mentioned Goody in this pivotal year. I'm curious, does anything change with Ed Policy if this season ends up very similar to the last 2 seasons, right? Divisional round or first round exit. What do you? I mean, I know Ed Policy's not going to be new to the Green Bay Packers in the way of things, but I don't know. It's an opportunity to do something right at the start if things aren't going the way you want.
I would think that you're going to see Ed and I think a lot of times when guys come into a new job, you want to put your stamp on things, and I think we all get that. But there's also a part of it that you look at it and say, I also want to look at things through. I don't want to be rash with any decision making. I want to make sure that we're looking at this thing big picture. I would be really surprised if Ed Policy would be really, obviously things can go south and then you are maybe forced into it. But I think it's a fair question because most of us are going to look at it and say, when you have a new coach or if you have a new general manager, there typically is going to be some thoughts of, I kind of want to have my own guy. Just like when a GM comes in, they want to have their own quarterback and they want to kind of do their own thing. So I think it's an interesting question, but I would be really surprised if Ed Policy did any, major things early on.
Yeah, one thing we know about the Green Bay Packers is they love being very conservative with their decision-making. And when Mark Murphy came in, they already had a head coach in Mike McCarthy. They already had a GM in Ted Thompson, and he really didn't do anything to rock the boat for quite some time. And so I think Ed Policy coming from the
Hall of Fame quarterback helps that.
I mean, and that leads me to my next question is, what do you need to see, Tausch, from Jordan Love for you to believe that he's going to unlock something to take that next step? Because I just feel like I love Jordan Love, but I feel like he's missing something, right? What do you think that missing piece is from Jordan Love that he needs to unlock in order to take the next step to be an elite quarterback?
I think it all comes down to consistency, and I know that's a canned answer, but that to me that's what this needs to be. Is he's shown flashes. He's obviously done a lot of really good things, but he needs to do it on a consistent basis. And I know I'm sure you guys are going to talk about the Orlovsky thing, and if you didn't do that yesterday, that's really, to me, the difference in this year and last year is there was more consistency this year, this last season. I just keep trying to think of which game that I look at from first quarter all the way through that I thought, man, Jordan was sharp and played great football the whole time. I had a hard time coming up with an answer on that. So that, I think, is the big thing, is how can you do what you do on a consistent basis? So, there's going to be games you play out of your mind. There's going to be some games that maybe don't, but what is going to be that baseline? Because it was a little bit up and down last year.
Mark Tauscher joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, and I want to expand that a little bit. If you had to put some metrics on you, you're right. And a lot can be they can have success or whatnot, but just from a baseline, I'm not going to hold you to this. This is going to be something where hey, bring back the audio from Tausch. Put a completion percentage, put a touchdown, an interception, and a yards behind what you would love to see from Jordan Love to prove, he took that step that Kyle's looking for.
So, I thought last year, and I was surprised when I heard this number was at 61, the completion percentage, and you have to factor in drops, and, there's things that you have to kind of factor in with that. But I think that needs to be in the 67, 68. I think in today's NFL, when the ball getting out of your hand and kind of how people play, that needs to be higher. As far as touchdown interception, obviously he needs to limit the interceptions from where he was, but if he's in that 8 or 9, if he's in single digits, I think I'm going to be pretty content. And then you want to see, depending on Josh Jacobs and his, how many touchdowns he ends up getting, you want to have him in the mid-30s at the low end for where Jordan's at. So I don't think that's asking, the world. I think that's asking him to make a big jump, and his receivers to make that big jump and trying to get the completion percentage up. And then everything else is about where he lives. So I don't think it's a case where you have to get those catches and those completions on those third downs. That's how you end up getting some extra reps, and that's how you end up maybe getting a little more consistent with your offensive production.
Tausch, are you a carpool guy? If you have the opportunity to drive yourself or drive with somebody else, what option do you usually go with?
Well, who am I driving with?
I'll give you the scenario. So Ben and I both had a partner event in Plymouth.
Yeah, I'm going by myself.
Okay.
So it was either drive by myself or drive with Ben and our good friend of the show.
Old T, I'm good. I don't need to stop. I'm like you. I like to get there.
Yeah. I think it comes down to how far away is it. With hockey, I used to go with my boy Cripsy and Kelmer and our kids. We would carpool down, and we had a great time, a lot of laughs. And then if you're looking at it from, you alternate, right? You go one time, he goes. I think anytime it's under 2 hours, unless it's show related, and then Jesse and I have carpooled down to Rockford. We've done a few things.
All right, me or Jesse?
I typically am going to want to go by myself.
Me or Jesse? If you had to choose one, me or Jesse?
Oh, God.
Is Jesse a talker in the car?
Yeah, what's Jesse like in the car?
Yeah, he's chatty. But he, man, Benny, you're kind of putting me on the spot there. I got to go Jesse.
Oh, wow.
Good choice.
Wow.
Good choice.
All right, that's fair.
Oh, his prize hurt.
Yeah, dinged. Big time dinged.
I think Tausch knew what he was doing.
I've carpooled with Jesse a few times. I don't even know if I've ever carpooled with Benny. So, I have to go with what I've actually done, right?
Yeah, I've been in.
But still, even though you've done it with Jesse, I feel like the upside of what I could bring would still be better than Jesse. That one's gonna sting a little bit. That one's gonna sting a little bit. It's freaking Jesse.
But when I like the range plays,
unfortunately,
I'm not suggesting this.
No, play. This is what Tausch and Jesse get to talk about.
I'm not suggesting this. But when I brought this notion up, I got death stares. How dare you?
That's enough. Right there. That's fine. You got that, Tausch. I feel good. You chose that.
Sounds like a really.
It sounds like an indictment. This is an indictment on Tausch, not me.
No, it's an indictment on you.
I think before I go, I think you obviously today Wilde is are we giving Jesse too much credit? And I said yes. Jesse's statement that you were just teased right there about firing Pat Murphy and having him on the hot seat. And he's trying to backtrack because he took he took some shrapnel and a little heat, and he didn't want to deal with it in the kitchen. But I think the general theme of what that was I think is good. It's about having expectations and not letting this thing get to, the Brewers where we ever end up in a Colorado or a White Sox situation. I want us to be skeptical and have strong feelings. I don't want Brewers fans or us to ever get apathetic. Oh, well, the market, we don't have the revenue. So I don't want us to sit there and just be apathetic. Now, Jesse went a bridge too far, but I'd rather you see that than just, I don't care, or, oh, whatever. Like, I'd rather see that than that.
Fair enough. Anything else before we let you go, Jesse Nelson lover Stan?
I'm all good. Appreciate you, boys.
All right, that is Mark Tauscher, Packer Hall of Famer. Jesse Nelson Stan joined us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
How does it make you feel knowing that people who you respect and you like, I assume you respect Brad, and I know you respect Tausch.
Respect Brad and you cheap as hell.
Okay, well, how does it feel knowing nobody wants to ride with you?
All good with me.
The way you was just crying.
How should I feel that the guy nobody wants to ride with wants to ride with me?
Better question.
I mean, you are who you are, Stroh. We all know you're needy and you want
I'm mad at you.
You're mad at me?
Yeah, because I did a nice thing for you last week.
And I appreciate that.
And then you said you felt the need to talk, so you being annoying was the way of you thanking me?
You enjoyed our conversation.
I always enjoy our conversation, but it was your conversation, not our conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I just felt like I couldn't sit in silence. I wish you would have gotten in the car and said, hey, long day at work, I don't need to talk.
This is a no-brainer. If you had a choice between anybody to carpool with, I'm choosing Gina Della from Pella.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're going to look outside those windows and just think about how beautiful your windows could be at your home. Those windows, their doors. You know what? You probably are looking through them more and experiencing the warm heat outside, and you've got the cool air coming inside. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin is your go-to place to make sure that you change your home from the inside out and have those new doors and windows be completely renovated to make sure that your home value goes up, that energy bill goes down, and you're able to enjoy the Pella promise of having the highest quality product in the industry, and they can find a budget for every single product line and every single product. And for now, you can get up to no interest and no payments, sort of a choose your destiny. No interest and no payments for up to 2 years. That is a deal that Pella Windows and Doors is excited to make for you, because you should be excited for those windows and doors. That deal ends on June 30th. So act now, get your free in-home consultation, and visit PellaWI.com today.
Brad, you ready to be on the hot seat?
Bring it on.
All right. Brewers Trivia with Brad Nortman.
Brewers Trivia.
Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Dick Van Dyke, real quick on the Cha-Cha Slide ACL, says she was carried out by all 5 of us. 5 people?
That's a big girl. That's a big girl. Yeah, that's a big girl who did Cha-Cha.
Stop it, Kyle.
What you mean? 5 of them had to carry. That's a big girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just for you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Walton. Right now, UWD is running their home improvement season sale. Payments as low as $99 a month or no payments and no interest for an entire year. Call 414-410-2000 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you.
Growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you. Buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you. Building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde, and Father's Day is Sunday, June 15th. Get Dad something he can really enjoy. Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles. Order at kringle.com and send Dad his favorite flavor, like their bourbon pecan. That's my favorite. To complete the gift, you can add a bag of gourmet coffee to your order, and you will be Dad's favorite child. Go to kringle.com or call 800-4DANISH and have it shipped right to Dad. Kringle.com or 800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles. It's not just a treat, it's a tradition.
Summerfest is almost here, and we're going to send you to all 9 days. It's Summerfest on us. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app and register for your chance to bring a friend and have the best summer ever at the big gig. Summerfest on us. Register today in the ESPN Wisconsin app under the contest tab.
The Bog in Saukville is Ozaki County's best golf experience. 18 championship holes designed by legendary golfer Arnold Palmer cater to golfers of all skill levels. Settled amongst over 250 acres of beautiful private land, the Bog offers a truly unforgettable golf experience. Play the finest greens of Wisconsin, and after your round, have a signature cocktail while enjoying our Friday fish fry from the clubhouse overlooking the 18th green. It's time to golf, Wisconsin. It's time to enjoy the Bog.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm here for you to make memories with your son, your daughter, your cousin, your uncle, your daddy, your mama, whatever it is. You're going to have a good time, bro.
No, it doesn't. No.
Making memories.
No. Kyle and Brad are mocking the Brewers throughout their 8-game winning streak. Ben and Strofe are living through it together, grinding it out, texting it pitch by pitch. You, KBN Nation, are you making memories or are you buying the team long-term? 800-990-3776, the Carpless Talking text line. Time now to see if Brad knows some softball questions and some harder questions. It's time for Brewers Trivia with Brad Nortman.
Okay, Brewers Trivia. Let's do it.
When the Brewers, Brad, received Nestor Cortez via trade, who did they trade away?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, why they playing with you? Why they playing with you?
You don't know that? Don't you look at him.
Give him multiple choice.
So they traded away. That's the question?
Yeah,
who did they trade away?
Is that the...
Could you get Nestor and Caleb Durden?
That's the...
Corbin Burns.
Corbin Burns.
No, he didn't.
I was about to give you two options. You ding ding.
Slow down. Take a deep breath. I know you know.
Was that?
I can't say the next one now because it was going to be the next answer. Carlos Gomez.
Brad.
Carlos Gomez. He's been here forever.
Brad, think about it. We just got Nestor Cortez and Caleb Durden this year. Who would be a trading chip that the Brewers would trade?
They must have traded them this offseason.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Who would they have traded this offseason?
I can't think of who they would have traded away. I know Adames went away in free agency.
And then who else did they get rid of? Because remember, he plays for the Yankees now.
Oh, yeah, Devin Williams.
There it is.
Devin Williams.
He knew it. He
Classic
knew it.
Devin Williams.
Yeah, he knew
Classic.
it. I just had to get him there. That's what I'm talking about, Brad.
that's right.
We didn't
That's
have
right.
to do that. We just had to refresh his memory.
Yeah.
He had to knock
All right,
out
slow down over there. This is Brad
about.
trivia.
I didn't tell him the answer.
No, I came to that with my own
Who were
self.
the All-Stars for the Milwaukee Brewers in 2024? There were 2 of them.
2 All-Stars in 2024. I'm going to go with Devin Williams. And, okay.
injured.
I'm going to go with Willie Adames, of course.
No, wait a minute.
William Contreras.
Yeah.
And Bryce Wright.
Game-winning home run against the Brewers in Game 3.
That was
Against the Brewers?
The polar bear guy. What's his name? I can see him. I can see him in my mind's eye.
Polar bear guy is right.
That's his name, the polar bear. I was like, man, he's got the polar. He looks like a polar bear.
Played for the Madison Mallards.
Did he really?
Sure did.
His name starts with a
Start with a
P.
Paul.
Oh,
Brad, take a deep breath.
bless it.
Take a deep breath. Now, this is a Met. This is not a Brewer. So I know you don't know they.
I don't know Mets. I just know
But
he's a polar
this is
bear.
how they
He's
ended
got like
the
He's
season.
got like blonde hair. I can see him, kind of blonde, light hair.
P.
Paul. I know it's not Paul.
You
I
all
said
Paul.
P, and he said Paul.
Paul. He looks like a Paul to me.
What
Paul
rhymes
Polar
with
Bear.
what rhymes with Blonzo?
Oh, Alonzo.
His first name is
Um,
not Paul Alonso, but
Come on now. There's only.
when I know I hear, I am legitimately blanking right now. 'Cause Pete Alonso. That's right. I give you some credit for the polar bear. And that's a pull. That's only a seam head would know that.
the last question before Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Okay.
Which I'm
Here
now
we go.
going to feel so smart after this.
He's
Here
2
we
for
go.
3. He's 2 for 3.
Yeah, I am. I am. Polar bear's right.
Hey,
And,
3 for 3 then.
And Devin Williams was right.
Yeah.
For sure.
The Milwaukee Brewers have a 17-year-old phenom in their farm system. What is his name pronounced properly, and where is he from?
Jesus Made. Jesus Made, baby. Put some respect on my name.
Where's he from?
He is from. He's
Give him the
from-
X Files.
From?
How do you what?
He knows
That was the hardest one.
Jesus Made.
He knows prospects.
We're going to think here. So this is going to be some sort of, obviously, international player.
Look at him. Look at him.
Jesus Mane. Who would have guessed?
We're going to work our way.
He didn't say Jesus.
That sounds like it's more of, not South America, but more like island, right? That's what I'm learning toward. What it's not Cuba. No. I'm just going to throw it out there.
All right, let's see.
Dominican Republic. I mean, does my man know some baseball?
Who's in his ear? What's going on?
No, I was reading some articles.
Yeah.
On the Brewers farm system.
Yep.
What?
So,
Yep. Let 'em know.
eighth farm system in the major leagues.
Top 10.
How about that?
You know about
Dominican
the farm
Republic.
system that you do the actual team?
Yeah, yes.
That's the future.
Because they sell hope.
They do, but those are the guys that are going to come up and
Yeah.
get us our World Series.
Tell us about the AmFam championship.
Brad,
How did he get Jesus?
Brad just cooked.
Jesus Made. No,
Thank you.
that one I know. He's a phenom. Like Jackson Churio.
That's what I'm talking about, Bradley. But also something
These
I'm
were
talking
once
about.
phenoms.
Yeah, the American Family Insurance Championship, y'all. It comes to Madison. It returns with 2 new exciting changes this year. Wisconsin's very own Steve Stricker hosts this PGA Tour Champions event June 6th through the 8th at his new home golf course, TPC Wisconsin. The AmFam Champ also debuts a new team competition this year. 2-person teams will compete in best ball and scramble formats. The American Family Insurance Championship starts June 6th and goes through June 8th. Come and see us as KBN will be broadcasting live from the American Family Insurance Championship at TPC Wisconsin. Get details and ticket information today at amfamchampionship.com. That is amfamchampionship.com. The weather looks lovely. Going to be a great weekend to enjoy golf in Madison at TPC Wisconsin. Visit amfamchampionship.com to get tickets.
Hey, how about the fact that Tom Thibodeau got fired about an hour ago, and I saw that he has $30 million guaranteed after they extended him?
Oh, my goodness.
There are so many rich people
I
out
would
here.
love to be fired for $30 million.
Dude, a fired college or pro coach, it's a dream come true.
800-990 come true. I don't know about that. Maybe. 800-990-3776 for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust coming up in 2 short minutes. Let's go caller 10. 800-990-3776. You're going to get 15 questions in 90 seconds. You're allowed to say skip or pass. My record stinks. I don't even know what it is, but after Brad just went, I would love to do Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust because I feel so much better about myself after listening to that. Well, caller 10. Brad, you're not asking the questions anymore. We have a guest question asker again. Another guest question asker. Very proud.
You're not going to want to miss this one either, KBN Nation.
Oh, wow. Brad knows? 800-990-3776. Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust in 2 short minutes.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
Summerfest welcomes Def Leppard. June 19th, American Family Insurance Amphitheater during Summerfest. Get set to get rocked, Def Leppard, with special guest Tesla. Tickets on sale now at summerfest.com and Ticketmaster outlets. Def Leppard, brought to you by Summerfest.
Hey, Wisconsin, it's Mark Tauscher, and if you know me, you know I love our home teams, like the Brewers and UW Credit Union. And now, when you open a rewards checking account at any UW Credit Union branch by June 6th, you get 2 Brewers tickets for an upcoming game. Plus, enjoy all the best rewards like early payday and cash back on credit card purchases. Visit any UW Credit Union branch or uwcu.org for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions do apply.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust talking about our friends at Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Get out of your house this summer and go to Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best races since 1955. WeatherTech Chicago is up next on June 6th through the 8th. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman from 2 to 5 every day. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
You are indeed kicking it with KBN. I am Brad Nortman alongside Kyle Wallace, Alex Strode, the producer behind the glass, the maestro of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Which it is, of course, Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Here on KBN. Here is our esteemed, walking through the doors right now, Kyle smiling, Strofe smiling, KBN Nation, I told you you're not going to want to miss this. We have the esteemed pleasure to be joined by Ben Brust's fiancée. Elizabeth, welcome to the show. Go ahead and hit that on button right there, and you are live on KBN.
Okay.
Welcome to the show. We are so excited to have you as the guest question asker, and Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Thank you for having me. I've been waiting for this text. I don't know why it took so long to get me on.
Oh, how about that stroke?
I can explain.
It feels like a slight, Stroke.
It's certainly not a slight, and you know that. I would never do that to you. The thought process here is Ben's going on his bachelor party this weekend.
Oh, he sure is.
Right. We need to remind him what he's leaving. And then I'm hoping next week, I can tell all of you this in confidence, I'm hoping next week we can unpack the bachelor party with Ben's best man, Greg Scalzo, for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? And I think then we can put an end to the guest question askers.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So I'm saving the best for last with Elizabeth and
All
then
right.
Greg.
Wow.
I'm good with that. I'm
That
good
is
with
a-
that explanation.
That's a crescendo right
How are
there.
you feeling about this? Are you nervous? Are you excited? Like, what's the emotion for you?
I'm not really nervous because I have like a script that I'm just going to read. I think he is going to be surprised that I'm the person sitting in this chair, but I'm not nervous at all.
That's good.
I think we're going to have to go on a shock factor, right? Because we do have a contestant. The contestant is Chef Ed.
Oh, no.
And Chef Ed has been saying behind the scenes, he's been doing really well with the questions. It hasn't been great actually on air. But you know what? If we're going to end this strong, having Elizabeth, Ben's fiance, reading the questions and Chef Ed as our contestant. So let's go ahead and spin it, Strophe.
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
It is Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Presented by Lakeland University, led by the future Mrs. Brust, right here in our studio.
More like Brad.
15 questions in 90 seconds to get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass, and we'll come back to it if you get through the rest. If you, Chef Ed, beat Ben Brust, you are going to win an ESPN Wisconsin prize package. Chef Ed, how are you feeling, especially now with the pressure of Elizabeth, Ben Brust's
don't
fiance,
say
asking
pressure.
questions?
Don't say pressure to Chef Ed.
Well, I'm really good, but I want to know is like I know like Ben likes to wander to Third Street Market Hall on the other side of the glass. He's not standing there looking. He knows that she's there, is he?
No, we changed that. We changed that when we started bringing in guest question askers. So I have him tucked away in a supply closet right now, and I wish I was joking.
So when he walks in, when after you go, he's going to see Elizabeth, and he will have the utmost surprise.
Chef Ed, what have you been doing today? You got a clear mind? You good?
Oh yeah, Kyle, you know I'm good, but you know my record in the past. I always seem to crack under pressure, but I'm good to go today.
Come on now, I need you.
There's no need to be nervous.
No need to be nervous. You heard it from the future Mrs. Brust herself. You're gonna be okay.
That's right. So without further ado, the future Mrs. Brust, Elizabeth, Ben's fiance, is going to ask you the questions. Take it away, Elizabeth.
Chef Ed, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. What is the popular name brand of household spray used for cleaning mirrors?
Windex.
What does a sommelier specialize in? Sommelier.
Can you repeat that?
What does a
Repeat that, please?
sommelier specialize in?
Oh, wine.
What breed of dog is commonly used in firehouses?
Dalmatian.
What fruit is dried to make a prune?
Raisin.
Which
Oh, yeah, what fruit?
Yeah.
fruit? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which
Go
U.S.
ahead.
city was the first to host the Olympics?
Athens.
What common kitchen ingredient can be used to neutralize odors in refrigerators?
Baking soda.
If Steve walks 106 feet forward, then 95 feet back, how many feet past the original starting point is he?
Repeat that, please.
If Steve walks 106 feet forward, then 95 feet back, how many feet past the original starting point is he?
70.
What event is often referred to as the final hurrah before a marriage?
The final hurrah. Bachelor party?
What disinfectant wipe brand is used for cleaning countertops and killing germs?
Lysol.
Okay. This is his best performance yet.
Yep.
This is his best performance yet.
What do we got him with?
Obviously, I threw some cleaning questions in here, obviously, because we have heard from Elizabeth before
Oh my
that Ben
gosh.
is not the
I was like,
cleanest.
is that just a coincidence
No,
or
the
is this
bachelor party ones,
intentional?
they're intentional.
It's a message.
I had Clorox for that final one. He said Lysol, which seems like it should be correct. I might need to throw that question
They
out.
are they are competitors in the same market.
Yeah.
When I read the question, though, I had read the read the questions without the answers. My thought was Clorox.
When you type in
Clorox,
Clorox wipes. Clorox wipes pop up, and also Lysol pop up.
So do we need to
I think both would be.
It's like
good
Coke,
answers.
Pepsi. I feel like
it would both
All right,
would be.
I'm
both.
fine with that. That gives him a 6 spot.
Okay, that's
like 3 times better than what he got last time.
That's right.
I
Good
feel
job,
like I was a slow reader. Was I slow?
No, keep it at the
Okay.
same pace. Ben is going to complain after.
Yep.
So keep it at that same
Yeah,
pace.
It's a way to keep it fair, and it's a way to keep you from stumbling over your question. Like what I did was basically get too far ahead of myself, read the answer. You were perfect.
He's definitely going to get mad at me for being too slow.
How do you feel about how he's going to do with these questions? They're not terribly hard.
I don't. He just walked in, and I don't know if he's happy or annoyed or
What's wrong?
surprised. I don't know how he feels.
And I will say, Elizabeth sitting in the captain's chair, the chair that Ben would normally
I'm
sit.
the captain now.
That's big. That's big energy right there.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what to feel or think right now. This is weird. I mean, like, this is my place of peace.
Am I not your place of peace?
I'm with the boys here.
I'm supposed to be your place
Wow,
of peace.
put down the shovel.
Hi, baby. I feel like
Don't call me that.
I ain't saying a
babe,
word.
what's up, baby
I ain't
girl?
saying a word. What up, big cousin?
Hey, babe.
Don't call me that.
How'd you do?
I think I
She
did
did
good.
great. She did great. She did great. Now, I'll go through. So Ben walked in to catch everybody up. It's
Don't I
already
give her a
started-
kiss?
No, we're at work.
Don't you
wow.
butter her up. Don't you butter her up.
Get away from me.
It is. Are you
Used to
smarter
that.
than Ben?
Nailed it.
The guest question asker is Ben Brust's fiance, Elizabeth. Now, you were going against Chef Ed, so that always allows for a little bit injured. But, well.
Yeah, so now you know. The
now you
bar's
know.
low.
Here we go. 15 questions in 90 seconds. Get as many answers correct as you can.
How's your
Allowed to
day?
say pass.
Don't let him do this to you.
We'll come back. Stay focused.
Oh,
You got it.
please. You guys think I'm going to get distracted? I'm all good.
We'll come back to you if you get through the rest. If Chef Ed beats Ben, he's going to win an ESPN Wisconsin prize package. Elizabeth, go ahead, take it away.
I'm shook a little bit.
Ben.
You should be.
That was the goal.
Ben,
Let's go.
Are you ready?
She's like all business.
Are you ready?
Tell me you love me first.
No. Are you ready?
Be more like Brad.
You love me.
Don't we need to get to break soon?
We sure
Like,
do. There you go.
She's
Keep
a
on
pro.
time.
She's a radio pro.
Are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. What is the popular name brand of household spray used for cleaning mirrors?
Windex.
What does a sommelier
Somalia.
specialize in?
A sommelier. Pass.
What breed of dog is commonly used in firehouses?
What? Golden retriever.
What fruit is dried to make a prune?
Tomatoes.
What?
Don't want me. Keep reading.
That's your man.
Which U.S. city was the first to host the Olympics? Come on, you should get this. That's a hint.
Chicago.
Seriously? What common kitchen ingredient can be used to neutralize odors in refrigerators?
Kitchen lemon.
No.
Keep going. Cook.
I can't do this. If Steve walks 106 feet forward, then 95 feet back, how many feet past the original starting point is he?
11 feet.
Good job. What event is often referred to as the final hurrah before marriage?
The bachelor party.
What disinfectant wipe brand is used for cleaning countertops and killing germs?
What? You use those.
I sure do. What's it called?
Pass.
What 2009 movie featured a group of friends celebrating a bachelor party in Las Vegas, including a cameo from Mike Tyson?
The Hangover. I was distracted by the honey pie in my seat.
What the? I didn't say it.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't even listen to the words, and she was rooting for me and cheering for me.
You were. It's the most aided you've ever been.
You should know
And
this.
encouraged.
That's a hint. It was all
I
time.
know.
Yeah.
And it
All
didn't
time
work.
cheating.
Do
I
you
couldn't
know
do
it? Do you know it?
No, clearly not.
How?
Be your hometown, Ben.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Well, you said you should know this, so I thought of me, not you.
I said you should know this, and then I looked at you with the eyes.
Yeah, you didn't.
With the
Oh, she got the eyes on you. How does it feel, Elizabeth, knowing that? First and foremost,
I really wanted him to win.
I
To
know
be
you
honest,
did. Don't let your daughter. He can't do any tutoring or teaching. That needs to be you.
I
You
agree.
can't, you can't sacrifice.
We've established that. We've established
Ben's
that.
record in 2025, 3 wins, 16 losses, including 1 to Chef Ed, and 3 ties.
I feel like this segment needs to just like sunset.
How do you feel that there's a segment called "Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust"?
It's like one of the best segments. It makes me laugh so hard every time I listen to it, but I am getting a little embarrassed for you that your record is so bad.
I mean, you're going to be attached to this in a couple months.
We need to start doing flashcards at home.
Oh my, that's a great idea. Great idea.
Literally, it'll be Isla and Ben doing flashcards together.
So you're gonna be tutoring her and me when we go through her home.
Yes.
Start at the base.
Y'all gonna be slapping hands
I'm
and get stuff right.
Billy Madison as my daughter goes
You
through
are.
school.
Wow.
And I also love Potawatomi Casino Hotel because it's known for its endless ways to win. Because I like to give back to my family when I do win at Potawatomi. I always come home and be like, hey, I won, right? No, I don't really do that. I usually lose. But you can be there for the season finale of Blockbuster Drawings. Enchanted Spins, Unreal Treasures, Boundless Bounty Roll. Those will be rolling into drawings worth $300,000 in cash and prizes is up for grabs. Be there to win your share. June 27th, only at Potawatomi. Must be 21 years or older to play. So is my fiance sticking around here?
I believe so.
But, like, am I interviewing my fiance? Like,
Well, we got to go through the answers. And then I was thinking maybe we could just talk a little bachelor party expectations, if that's all right with you.
You're talking to the wrong fiance.
Is there another one?
No, I'm saying like I haven't thought about this. I don't really care what happens.
You got 4 minutes.
Maybe we should think about it together. How's that
Okay.
for an idea?
Group think.
All right, next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN,
Caleb Williams sucks.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We are fully into our afternoon traffic slowdowns with 43 North seeing a crawl from the Marquette interchange up towards Keefe and 43 South from the Keefe all the way to the Menominee River. Up by Waukesha, the ramp from County Ave to I-94 East is closed because of a crash. I-94 slows down eastbound from U.S. Route 45 all the way past Spark Road and 41 southbound. Seeing some slowdowns extend all the way to Capitol Drive. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body with all body repair needs. Fisco. And tonight, storms will turn to rain with a low of 56 degrees, and Wednesday we'll see some morning rain and it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 64 degrees. Today's weather is brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Visit any of their 6 locations in the Milwaukee market today. Try your first wash free when you sign up online at TsunamiExpress.com. Wash, chill, repeat. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Sean Brinda on 94.5 ESPN.
The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
The people there made it a really great trip. The people in Green Bay were really nice, like literally driving ESPN people around themselves.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
The Pancake Palace in Green Bay was outstanding. So really nice trip.
On 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle Brust and Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal and Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal and Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies. They're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal and Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal and Associates at teamgrimal.com.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
There's only one store that gives you every possible choice in diamonds.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Brewers and Padres action is coming at you June 6th through the 8th. Catch an electric weekend of baseball as two of the game's youngest superstars square off. The first Friday game of June means Wisconsinites can grab half-off tickets to the Brewers series opener on the 6th, then score one of the top giveaways of the season, a Jackson Churio replica jersey presented by Chevrolet for the first 25,000 ticketed fans through the gates June 7th. Get seats at Brewers.com.
Got an unused car, truck, or SUV just sitting in your garage? Now's the time to act. Your vehicle donation to Rawhide Youth Services provides essential mental health care for youths facing trauma and behavioral challenges. Your help is needed right away. Your vehicle could be the key to a young person's fresh start. Don't wait. Donate today at rawhide.org or call 1-800-RAWHIDE. Empty your garage. Fill a young life with hope.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
What disinfectant wipe brand is used for cleaning countertops and killing germs?
What? You use those.
I sure do. What's it called?
Pass. That is an answer to one of my Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust questions, because I'm Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace and Brad Nortman with Strofer on the show. KBN Nation at 800-990-3776. I hate to do it, but it's an Ask Liz Anything About Ben Brust. You can ask my fiance on the text line or on YouTube anything you'd like to know about me. I'll kick it over to the crew here, Kyle and Brad. Brad, I'm sure you have a million questions.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to know, is he as, gross at home as we imagine?
No. I wasn't even going to let you finish the question.
Yeah,
the answer is yes.
Have you trained him to start washing his hands more? Because he seems like he's a little bit more consistent with washing his hands after using the bathroom. I'm shocked he wasn't taught that at home growing up. It's a simple task. But
I'm also shocked that he wasn't taught that. But yes, after Isla was born, I would say that certain habits definitely shifted and gotten better. Some things did not change.
What are the gross things?
What did not change? Fingernails everywhere?
Yes, that is something that happens. But when
she can walk, can't she?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta clean those up. I don't want her thinking that's a snack.
That's true.
That's one of the things. I would say a lot of things don't bother me. I mean, you guys all know who I'm engaged to, so I think I'm. I would say, chill person.
Gotta be.
But there's certain things where they cross the line, and the fingernails is one of them. If I find that.
She literally will call me
I'll
over
start screaming.
and say, "Get over here," and she makes me throw the fingernail away, which I think is fair.
What about
'Cause I get away with a lot.
What about early Ben Brust? Is there a story where you're how is this possible?
So I think back on when we first started dating and am kind of shocked by the things that I put up with when I remember it.
You were young.
Yeah, I just was I was smitten and
yeah, who wouldn't be?
I didn't take a full look at what was actually happening. So one of the stories that really sticks out that I often tell people about Ben, which might be more embarrassing for me than it is for Ben, is that the first time that he wanted to make me dinner, he invited me over to his apartment.
Benny's garlic chicken.
What do you make?
I think it was the garlic chicken maybe. Or tacos, one of the two. And I was so excited, so flattered he was going to make me dinner the whole day. I'm excited, I'm nervous,
Telling
whatever.
all your friends,
I'm going over to Ben's apartment for dinner. And then probably an hour before I'm about to leave, I get a text that says, "Would you mind bringing a plate?"
Oh, hell.
No, he did not.
And I said, "What?" And he said, "I only have one dinner plate for myself.
Oh,
so would you mind bringing your own plate over so we can each have a plate?
You didn't go. You could have went to Dollar Tree to got a dang plate. Or you could have got paper
Anywhere.
plates.
At that point, like, I'm going. Like, I'm excited. Sure, I'll grab a plate.
Your own plate.
I brought my own plate.
Oh,
That was the first sign of what was to come.
goodness.
A lifetime of nonsense and foolishness.
When I tell
Brought your
people
own
that story,
plate.
their mouth drops to the floor, and then immediately it's like, why did you continue dating this person?
You were
Yeah,
smitten.
What justification do you have, Ben?
I was going to say, a lot of people are saying, what are his redeeming values that keeps him around?
Ben makes me laugh harder than anyone in this world. Like, he makes me the happiest. And so I would say that's like the biggest thing. And probably what like blinded me from all the gross stuff.
Oh, look at that. Just a little laughter. Now, Ben last week, he claimed he was a single parent last week. When you
My God.
When you can't, it was the most stressful week of his life. Most stressful week of his life.
Because he had to be a dad.
Kyle, what are you doing, man? You know, hang on, let me flip the script here. I can't wait. Oh, baby girl's out of town for 7 days. 7 days! How am I supposed to do with this kid? It's crying, it's screaming, it's yelling.
So when you came back home, the baby was
Mind
obviously
you,
in one
I
piece.
wasn't just gone. Like, I was gone for work for most
2 days.
3 days. I was gone for work, and 3 days it was personal.
Mm-hmm. Everything was good when you came back. House in shape. Baby obviously was okay.
Okay.
I mean, he got some assistance to make sure the baby was in good
Yes,
shape.
there was definitely assistance. The funniest was I got a group text from one of our babysitters, one of our regular babysitters, and was like, hey, I know Elizabeth's out of town this week. Let me know if you need any help. I wanted to be like, he's good. He's the dad. Like, he's fine.
No, I think I told her that I might need her.
Okay.
So
That
at
makes
least
sense.
I hope I told her.
No.
That's why she texted that.
Everything, like, everyone was in one piece when I got home, but it was definitely not up to my standards. I may or may not have made Ben clean the house with me when I got home at 11 p.m.
10:30 at night.
It was a filthy place. You can't sit
No,
in that.
and
It was,
the thing,
it was disgusting.
I was so proud. I thought the kitchen was clean.
No. This is what he said to me. He said, I wasn't going to do the dishes because I didn't want to, but then I knew you were coming home, so I figured I should probably do the dishes.
Wow, the dishes that he used all
Yes!
week? Yeah. What do you mean?
Isn't that crazy that he was just going to leave the dishes in the sink?
Oh, my God.
I'm just going to get to another day.
No, you weren't.
You waited 7 days to get to it.
800-990-3776. Ron the Key wants to know if I've ever ignored you to play Call of Duty.
Maybe.
I literally
that-
left you in the middle of a couch.
Oh my gosh, yes. Have you told that story?
Yeah.
About putting furniture together?
Yeah.
I was going to finish that regardless.
If there's one area, room for improvement that you hope Ben makes when the marriage is done, Mr. and Mrs.
Oh,
Brust,
what is this, counseling with Brad Nortman?
What area do you think, you know what, Ben? This would be a great area for you to make
Honestly,
some strides on. Cleanliness, that's
Turn
got
your
to be the
headphones
big
up,
one,
Ben.
yeah,
right?
There's
Nail clippings.
There's nothing that like bothers me more than the cleanliness, like the personal hygiene.
Would you agree that you're 10x the normal
No.
person of cleanliness?
No.
Okay. This didn't go as well as I hoped.
So Ben's 1/10 of a normal person of cleanliness then.
Yes,
Oh,
I would.
come on.
He's in the
I mean,
10%.
again, he's definitely gotten better
That's
from when I
good.
met him.
That's called
What do you-
training.
What do you think?
Good job.
What do you think of the lack of underwear? Was that not a shock?
I haven't given up yet. I'm still.
There you go.
I'm
Oh,
still
really?
working the system.
There's no coming back.
No, there's certain things that I just like. I have some plans.
So wait. So you're trying to change me before?
No, I'm just making you better. That's what your partner does.
So the wedding day, he has
What a spin zone!
She's good.
What?
You're welcome anytime.
What
You're
a
good.
spin zone!
She's right.
I'm just
She's
being
right.
honest.
Oh,
She's
look
coaching
at
you up.
you! Look
She's
at you!
training you up. That's what
right.
you do.
Do you train your baby girl?
She trains me more than I train her.
Oh, that's not what you say to us.
And just like in this scenario, clearly all the training is one-sided, so a lot of extra work. I feel bad for you because not only do you have a hard-working woman, you're a mother full-time, and you're a full-time dog trainer. I mean, man trainer over here in Ben. You're working 3 jobs.
Ben does take care of the dogs. That is what he's really, really great at.
Which dog does he
Oh,
like?
wow!
Congratulations, Ben.
Wow!
Does he treat your dog as well as his dog?
Yes, he
Good,
does.
good. Look
He
at
didn't
that.
used to, but he does.
What?
Oh, really? You had a favorite child? huh?
Oh, yeah. When we started dating, it was like Bruce was higher than me, honestly. Like
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
I love my Brucey boy.
You've come a long way, Ben.
Good job, Ben.
Strofe, do you have anything to add as I'm going through the Carvelous Talk and text line for the Ask You Anything questions?
Are you excited for him to leave for his bachelor party?
No, I actually hate when Ben leaves. I get really sad when he's not home.
You actually do like him.
I love him.
What do you mean?
Yes.
I thought it was all an act.
No,
It's never made sense to me.
Oh.
It
Well,
does
yes,
now.
I actually do love him a lot, and I'm sad when he leaves.
Why?
But
Love's a crazy thing,
Can
man.
I just ask why?
Love's a crazy thing.
I explained why.
She makes her laugh, right?
Yeah, he makes me
He
really
doesn't wear
happy.
underwear. He pees in bottles.
He cares about me.
He leaves surprise poops for you in the toilet.
That was
That
false. We've been
did
through
not
that.
happen. That was
I took a
lie.
picture and I showed her.
Still,
that I did do.
Still trouble.
But no, I'm not going to miss him because I'm going back to St. Louis for the weekend. So.
All right.
I planned a trip
Girls
so I
trip?
wouldn't be home alone.
See, I like that. Because I'm the same way.
Independent
When
woman.
my-
Kyle stays at his parents' house for
when my baby
7
girl-
days.
When
Who
my
lives
baby
10
girl
minutes away.
leaves,
True.
being at home by myself, it just doesn't feel right. It
Yeah,
doesn't feel right. So
I agree.
see, that's real love.
The house
You
does
are a
feel
lucky
empty
one.
without
yeah. So despite
significant
all
other.
your flaws, she still loves you.
It's a miracle story.
Do you expect him to call you this weekend?
No. I mean,
not once?
He can.
I was just generally curious.
He can if he wants, but I don't.
Do you think you will? Be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably.
probably, yeah. It's not like, oh, I'm not going to talk to her. It's my bachelor party.
You better call her every day.
Who are you?
I'm just
like, why are you
Is
Mr. Uppity
Kyle-
right now?
Is Kyle a completely different person because I'm sitting here?
1,000,000%.
Big time.
She's intuitive.
Why are
Team
you acting
Elizabeth.
so tough in front of me?
No, I'm Team Elizabeth. 'Cause we need to whip him into shape.
What are you doing?
It'll take a full effort.
I was going to say, where do you fall into
The better
this?
he is at home is the better he is here. Because before, he used to come here all the time, not washing his hands from the bath. Ever since you had
So
the
it all
baby,
goes back
it
to
was disgusting.
cleanliness for Kyle, or he's very cheap and he's a germaphobe.
He licked a cup yesterday that was all face down on a dirty counter.
Okay.
And he
he's
threw the
crazy.
cup.
There was one cup left on our counter next to the water machine. One cup
face down
with the lip that you would drink out of down.
Yep.
He wouldn't use it because it was on the table.
Yeah, that's disgusting. You could walk up the stairs and get a new cup.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's exactly. But what did your fiance do? Let me go get the cup. And he licked the brim of the cup.
Aggressive.
Well, that's for the reaction.
Yeah, I know.
He's an entertainer, so that's for the
But
reaction.
now you got to kiss him with that nasty germ tongue. Look at him. Look at him.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Yeah, stop doing that.
It's really gross.
That's what you find funny, huh?
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
So now we see his goofiness is what got her heart.
What else? I'm having fun. What other questions? do you guys have?
How can we roast Ben? Yeah.
She loves you too much, man.
When's your bachelorette party? Where are you going?
Oh, good question.
I am going to Chicago mid-July.
Ooh, okay.
How many
Yep.
girls?
I think 13.
What's the bridal
wow.
party? How many?
8.
8 each?
I have 7. She's
He
got
has
8.
7. I have 8.
Oh, I mean, if you need an extra.
Yeah. You should hold auditions.
Oh,
That's actually the best idea I've ever heard.
Yeah, but I've asked you if we could have somebody come from the show of KBN Nation to the wedding, and you don't really want to do that.
What do you mean? Like no one here?
No, I'm saying if we have a fan come to the wedding.
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
But do you guys have any open spaces, though? Because there were some people who got left off who I believe need to come.
Yeah, somebody that produces a morning show here at ESPN Milwaukee.
Josh DiMaggio has already said he's not coming even if I invite anymore.
I don't
because
wanna,
the offense is so great.
I don't want to throw you under the bus.
Uh-oh.
But I was not consulted with that decision.
She's trying to take the heat off herself, and she knows it.
I wasn't.
She was
That's
not
true.
consulted. You did not ask
Wow.
her.
Unilateral
She would have
decision.
took Strofe off the list before she took Josh off the list.
To be honest, I
I
don't
would
even
have too
remember
if he
who's
wasn't
on the
crying
list.
for 6 months about wanting to go to the wedding.
He's just trying to deflect.
No!
No, I never did that.
Kyle. Yeah.
I mean, I love
Mr.
Strofe.
Desperation.
But boy, there were times where Strofe didn't think he was going to. He didn't get the letter. That boy was sitting there pouting. He wouldn't even talk. He wouldn't talk. He was pouting. That's how bad he wanted to go to the
Took
wedding.
a segment off.
They're making this
I'm
up.
glad you'll be there.
Me too, Liz. Thanks.
Where's my Oh,
Are you flustered? You seem a little flustered. Am I making you nervous?
Well, this segment's out of my control right now.
I've never seen him so calm, actually.
I'm just taking it all in.
Maybe I bring him peace.
You'd love going to Road America with me, though.
I do.
And
love
that is where we can go have state fair type food at the concession stands. We can walk around, get a golf cart, drive around, enjoy the sun. Actually, we did drive your Jeep with the top down, riding to Road America, and it was absolutely amazing. And what you can do is the exact same. Experience Road America. Kids 16 and under are free with a paying adult at the gate. And WeatherTech Chicago is up next, June 6th through the 8th. That is this weekend. Come for the experience day for the race. Go get your tickets at roadamerica.com. It's where I fell in love with racing. Yes, Alex Strofe. Chef Ed, Ben, she's gorgeous. You definitely outpunted your coverage.
That is so sweet. Thank you. I kind of forgot I was on video, to be honest with you.
Cameras all
You're
over.
natural.
Thank you again for putting
Look
up
at
with
you
this
right
guy.
there.
Yes,
We
thank
appreciate you. You are
You shoulder a lot of.
Hey, at least you have hair on like 3
You're
of us.
so welcome. Thank you all for doing this with him every day.
Yeah, it's a little stressful. Maybe
It's a team effort to endure.
But it's fun, right? Like, you guys have fun every day.
We have fun.
How do you like riding in a car with Ben? Is it fun?
Do you guys carpool?
No.
It's 50-50.
No.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
carpool.
Especially, we're good on drive, but in the morning we can't drive together.
Why?
I am so anxious when you drive.
Oh, I am reaffirmed in his driving.
He be turning hard on corners.
It's not a car ride unless you're like flicking someone off or like cutting someone off.
Yeah.
I honestly, like, I used to get like upset and like anxious about it. And now I just look at my phone and I just close my eyes and I just pray that we make it to our destination.
Liz, we might need to have you on once a week. This is great.
amazing.
Thank you.
If I'm free, I'll join.
Nobody wants to ride with you, Ben.
Yeah.
That's a you thing, I think. Only one.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We were going to extend more invites, but I just jumped the gun for some reason at the meeting because I thought I was being like funny and personable, and I just don't know how to read the room. I was like, oh, this guy who doesn't know me is going to think it's hilarious that I'm with Josh, and I'm saying, hey, Josh, you didn't get the first round invite. Suck it.
In what world would that person find that funny, though?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Still looking a little bit bunched up right now, especially if you're going on 43 North. That crawl from the Marquette interchange still goes all the way towards Keefe Avenue. 43 southbound is seeing some slowdowns all the way up towards Good Hope Road, all the way down to East Hampton Road. Clears up a bit, and then we see some slowdowns again from Keefe Avenue towards the Menominee River. I-94 East is starting to see some slowdowns from US Route 45 all the way past Barker Road, and 41 northbound is seeing some backups as well from a West Watertown Plank Road all the way towards Hampton Avenue, and 41 southbound slowdowns expand all the way past Capitol Drive. Tonight, storms will turn into rain with a low of 56 degrees, and Wednesday we'll see some morning rain and that'll be partly cloudy with a high of 64 degrees. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Sean Brinda on 94.5 ESPN.
At Potawatomi, where ways to win are endless, another chance to capture epic cash and prizes comes Friday, June 27th. It's the season finale blockbuster drawings. Watch your entries from Enchanted Spins, Unreal Treasures, and Boundless Bounty come together for drawings where $300,000 in cash and prizes is there for the taking. Be there to win your share. June 27th only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 years old to play.
And now for the Pella play-by-play, here's Jeff Levering.
Thanks, Gina Della from Pella. What a beautiful day to have new windows and doors installed.
Every day is beautiful because Pella installs year-round during all seasons.
And as Pella goes into another windup, it's so hard to guess the next pitch. The customizations seem endless.
And it doesn't have to be super expensive. Pella has a product line for every budget.
And if it is time for a major upgrade, rest easy by scoring no interest and no payments for up to 2 years.
Pella also provides provides a free in-home consultation, which includes a no-obligation quote.
That's always a great play because working with one of Pella's design experts is such a wonderful, no-pressure get-together. I know this from experience.
With a range of affordable options and products assembled in the USA, you can get the look you want at a price you can afford.
And there's no reason to wait with this incredible deal going on.
Get no interest and no payment for up to 2 years.
Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply in 6/30/2025.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman. A big focus in America today is your health. And you can't be fully healthy if you are not physically mobile to do the things you want to do. If you're someone that keeps on experiencing that joint pain, then you need to visit QC Kinetics. When I go to QC Kinetics' Greenfield location, I am amazed at everything that they have to give you your life back and finally fix that pain that you're experiencing. Everything they do is top of the line. From the free consultation where you can get an ultrasound of your joints and see what is nagging you in real time, to the effective and long-lasting treatments of PRP and stem cells that they offer to give you long-lasting pain relief. Be one of the tens of thousands of other patients who now have a pain-free life because of the treatments they received at QC Kinetics. Call QC Kinetics today for your free consultation. 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474.
All you have is one. One chance after an accident. One decision on who to call. One shot to get the help you need. Don't waste it on the one offer you get from your insurance company. Make the one call to Gruber Law Offices. It's the only one you'll need to make. Call us today. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Typically, I thank the guest. Thank you to my fiance Elizabeth for guest hosting Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust and sticking around for an Ask Liz Anything about Ben Brust.
She killed it.
She was electric.
She killed it.
There'll be some debriefing tonight at the Brust household. In a good way.
She
Two
was
radio
awesome.
stars under one roof.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Watch out, Brad and Kyle.
I know. The seats get a little warm.
Well, no offense to you guys. It's a radio show I'd listen to.
Well, I know one thing is it wouldn't last because Ben is too crazy. She couldn't do this at home and at work.
Oh, that's true. I'm too crazy about this. She couldn't handle that.
Yeah, it would be too much. It'd be too much.
I just got anxiety thinking about myself trying to go through doing a show and life and all that because I'm crazy. I'm crazy.
I'm still stuck on the plate.
I did walk upstairs and everyone was stuck on one plate.
It makes no sense.
All right, I can explain.
Try.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. If you missed my fiance Elizabeth joining for about 30 minutes, you can listen on the ESPN Wisconsin app or go back on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee or at ESPN Madison. I kept breaking them. I'm kind of clumsy. I probably had 4 or 5 real plates. And
the ceramic, not plastic. Okay.
Yeah, and so they'd break.
That's very unusual.
And I had one, and I'm a bad environment guy. Hand up, bad environment guy. Live when I was by myself on paper plates.
Oh, I used to be a paper plate guy too.
Yeah. When you live by yourself,
you do it.
It's convenience.
Yep.
It's easy. I don't want to do the dishes a lot. So I'm a paper plate guy through and through. So right when she wanted and we wanted to hang out and do dinner together, and I was going to make her dinner, I only had one plate at the time. So but that's the thing. I contest that what was best for our relationship is that if it's the one plate theory. I just made it up today. If the potential spouse will come over and you ask them to bring a plate, and they bring a plate, and they still stay with you and want to come back, that means they appreciate you for who you are, and they're not worried about material things.
That's true, because she doesn't come off as a desperate person, so that's true.
Hold on. Kyle, let's not analyze the theory yet. Let's analyze him creating the theory today. He's been engaged for a year, and he just said, hey, man, listen to this. Here's a story my fiance tells all the time. I just thought of it today.
Don chimes in. This is good. We should do a Kyle, Brust, and Nortman spouses ask you anything.
Oh.
Kyle's fiance would be really interesting to ask questions.
That's the only one we need.
I mean, Lexi would be really interesting. Brad's a weird creature.
Yeah, but Brad is like, he's almost perfect.
Yeah, we can find a flaw.
Yeah,
Everyone's got a flaw. You're 15 years in a relationship, there's a flaw.
Do you remember when I texted Lexi and I said, "Can you give me anything about Brad?" And she waited 3 hours to say, "No, I have nothing." We did this on the air.
I'm sure your girlfriend has stuff on you for sure.
She
Big
could,
time,
She
big
could.
time.
She could talk about a thing or two. For sure.
I like this from How I Met Your Mother. There's a reacher and a settler in every relationship. Somebody reaches and somebody settles.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She,
the settler,
reached so far to find this gem, and I settled.
Oh, shut
I
your
was gonna
ass
say, wait,
up.
I think he's saying it wrong.
She reached back. She
Wow.
reached down.
She did.
Into the depths of hell to grab you. She said, "Come here."
What's wild to me? Love's a crazy thing. She is.
Why do you guys keep saying that about
she
us?
Is in probably,
Love isn't a crazy thing.
From what I can tell, she is in like the 90 percentile when it comes to cleanliness. Mm-hmm. And when you're in that percentile, I'm in it. Lexi's in it, so I get it. There's something that you just hate is like the dirty percentile, the 10 percentile.
But like
that's where Ben lives.
But here's
that's
no,
love.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about you 90%ers in like the crazy cleanliness area.
Yeah.
Is like I wouldn't say I'm dirty, but I wouldn't say I'm clean. You know what I mean? So, like,
just own it.
No. It's one of those like I'm not.
Like, leave your fingernails on the couch.
Yes, there are some gross things that I do, but I don't leave like a huge mess everywhere.
Ben, I get what you're saying. You clean like a normal person.
Yes, I clean like a normal person. I don't clean like the crazy cleanly person.
That's why Brad could not come to my house this weekend because him and Lex would come in the house and say,
Be like this, swipe our finger on the baseboards. Be like,
we gotta leave. We gotta leave.
We can't bring it to the house.
Like they have like a scale that they put their finger on if it's safe to be inside.
Shut the lights off and do the black light.
Yeah.
We still haven't done Wheel of Strove.
Wheel of Strove.
We got Tori Lowe, Wheel of Strove, John Anderson. Whole lot to get to. Brewers. A whole lot more.
Family fun.
You guys suck. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I'm going to quote the great Martin Luther King in this.
Wow.
I'm going to bring up MLK. You know what he said? Oh, wow. He said, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. And you know what matters to me? Booing Craig Counsell and booing the Chicago Cubs.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on June 17th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in June 17th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee or check out your local listings to watch the game.
Summerfest welcomes Def Leppard. June 19th, American Family Insurance Amphitheater during Summerfest. Get set to get rocked. Def Leppard with special guest Tesla. Tickets on sale now at summerfest.com and Ticketmaster outlets. Def Leppard, brought to you by Summerfest.
Rivals meet again when the Brewers battle the Cardinals June 12th through the 15th. Come for a duel between the Contreras brothers on the diamond and stay for one of the best weekends of summer. It's Tropical Day, Saturday, June 14th, featuring a Brewers straw hat with special tickets. Then take Dad to the Father's Day game for a Barrelman cooler giveaway on June 15th. It doesn't get any better than this. Get in on the action at Brewers.com.
Tailgate season, company victory party, don't let your event fall short. V Private Bar Services delivers the winning play with expertise. We're talking custom cocktails, top shelf service, and an atmosphere that'll have your team pumped. Forget the watered down beer and basic mixers. Get the VIP treatment for your corporate events with bartenders who know the perfect pour. V Private Bar Services, where elevated hospitality runs through our veins. Explore vprivatebar.com and leave the mixing to us.
Slide into your neighborhood Century Food store to score the freshest produce, tastiest treats, and everything in between. Now through Wednesday, save on 9-ounce selected varieties essential everyday potato chips, 2 for $4. 3-count selected varieties Marushan ramen noodles, 4 for $1. 64-ounce selected varieties Sunny Delight, 2 for $3. 12.8 to 18.8-ounce selected varieties Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches, $5.49.
Let's get some strawberries.
Attention shoppers. Safe.
Okay. Ooh, pineapple fulfills every need.
While you're shopping, a drive way back, it's a gunner.
There's something goofy going on with the PA.
Need a price check and I'll take me out to the ball game.
See, what is going on?
You're hearing things. We're at Century Foods, and you can't take your mind off winning that ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes.
I'm hoping to throw out the first pitch at a Milwaukee baseball game.
Or attend batting practice.
Or hold the finish line ribbon for the racing sausages.
You don't say.
The ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes at Century Foods. Enter on Century's Facebook or Instagram by July 30th.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com. Buying and selling a home can be a stressful process. Hey, it's Jen Latta from Jen, Gabe & Chewy. The We Sell group at Keller Williams has a goal of making it stress-free for everyone. Their passion is people, their availability is unmatched, something I'm experiencing firsthand while I search for a lake home to enjoy Wisconsin summers even more. Rob and Nick are there every step of the way, not just for their sellers, but also to potential buyers and their agents to bring in as many strong offers as possible. Get started today at wesell.kw.com. That's wesell.kw.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
She told me, honey, pick your poison, mine's a lemon and gin with a hit. I mix some pretty poison over the head. I'll admit, I'm kinda craving the taste of something new. So come on, honey, pick your poison. And I say, can I pick you?
Whether it's delivery, assembly, kitchen design planning, or closet planning, IKEA will have it taken care of for you. Been there many times, put together some stuff for the household, whatever you need. I actually had someone come up to me at our office, said, hey, can you set me up with IKEA? Or where do I have to go? And, you know, I'm trying to get a bed for my kid. They're growing out of the crib. I want to get them a bed now. I was like, this is the perfect place because this is what they do. And if you want it delivered, don't have the size car you need to get something delivered, they have delivery options to buy you time and energy. You don't want to assemble it? Well, they have partnered with TaskRabbit to make sure that they can put it together and give you more time for yourself. You ever dreamed of a closet where everything has its place? No, my fiance has. Very organized. We learned that today. She was on the show. Kitchen design planning. Check out IKEA in Oak Creek for all of your needs. I hope we're at the end of the surprise guests of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Because I'm not going to lie. From the last 2 weeks, you've had two influential people in my life join. Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike, ESPN Radio in the mornings, ESPN Wisconsin in the mornings.
Oh, we're just going to miss Frank Kaminsky from 3 weeks ago?
Frank Kaminsky, yes,
he dragged you to a Final Four.
Dragged your ass.
Yeah. You get to say that.
The highlight of your life, Frank is heavily responsible for.
You don't think I know that? Every time I hug him.
Well, you just said two influential people in my life the last 2 weeks.
3. Frank Kaminsky, Evan Cohen, and my own fiance.
It's been quite a run.
I don't know.
I'm sure my best man, Greg Scalzo, will do this because he was the original question asker of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust when we started this. My point is when I go into a closed door and I'm sitting there and I don't know when I walk in this door, since I would always try and peek. Now I haven't been peeking. And when I walk in, I don't know what's going to happen. It's hard because, as you guys know, I'm working on this whole, don't control everything, Ben, you psycho. Whew. I'm shook right now.
And it's been a flood of chapters in the Ben Brust life. You got Frank Kaminsky College. You got Evan Cohen, which is sort of shaping your radio career. Now you got family. You got future Mrs. Brust right now.
Everyone's spilling beans about me. Frank said I was a bad teammate. Evan Cohen's not proud of me. My fiance's just trying to groom me into be a clean person. Those are my takeaways. Again, I always go negative. They said a lot of positive things, too.
I mean, more negative than positive, but we love you.
Turn it up. This is us.
Kyle brings the heat and keeps it real.
This song still
Ben's got the takes that make you feel. Brad's the pro with a polished stance. Strove's the glue who gives the show its dance. From 2 to 5, we keep it alive. Opinions clash, but the vibe will thrive.
Don't go anywhere. We're back in 2 minutes, cuz
KBN's the show that never ends.
Traffic is still a little bit backed up across the area. 43 north seeing a crawl from the Marquette interchange up towards Keefe Avenue. 43 southbound seeing some slowdowns and backups starting from Capitol Drive all the way down towards the Menominee River. I-94 east runs back a little bit from US 45 all the way past Barker Road. 41 northbound is seeing backups from West Watertown Plank Road to Hampton Avenue. And 41 southbound is seeing backups from Good Hope Road, expand all the way past Capitol Drive. 894 westbound starts from Layton Avenue and backs up all the way to South 60th Street. Tonight, storms to rain with a low of 56 degrees. And Wednesday, we'll see some morning rain and it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 64 degrees. Weather is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, custom solutions built around your goals, member FDIC. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Sean Brinda on 94.5 ESPN.
At Potawatomi, where ways to win are endless, another chance to capture epic cash and prizes comes Friday, June 27th. It's the season finale blockbuster drawings. Watch your entries from Enchanted Spins, Unreal Treasures, and Boundless Bounty come together for drawings where $300,000 in cash and prizes is there for the taking. Be there to win your share. June 27th only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 years old to play.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
We them boys.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
He's Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust alongside Brad Nortman with Alex Strofer on the show. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. That is your way into the show, as well as watching on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison, or listening on the all-new ESPN Wisconsin app. Joining us now, as he does every Tuesday at 4 o'clock, what's happening in?
Hey, what's happening in?
Yes.
What's happening in? What's going on?
You
What's going on?
You got a haircut.
Yeah,
You've gotten a lot of haircuts recently.
I had to cut it all down. I had
Why?
to get it low.
Summer cut.
I like the braid.
It's for the summer.
I like the braid. I like braided Tory.
You know, I like braided Tory, but it's a new era now.
Oh.
What era are you
Under
in?
new management.
Wait, what does that mean?
Well, you know, we trying to do different things. I think I'm doing more events.
You got a new
now.
girlfriend or what?
Well, I'm doing more. I would have kept the braids because then she would have been able to braid my hair.
Oh.
But what happened was I'm starting to get a lot of these invites to do all these different things.
Tory Lowe Day coming up in Milwaukee.
And when you get all these events and you can't keep up with the braids, you just don't want to be on things and you don't have your hair together. So I'm on a run right now where I got to make sure I look handsome. Yeah.
How long would it take you to grow your hair to where it was?
6 months.
That's it?
Months. That's pretty good growth.
6 months. I can get it back.
Wow.
But I don't think
I don't know. Brad
It's a
just
new
shaved
era
his
now.
head and it's not growing his back as fast as he thought.
My hair is growing at an all-time slow pace. I'm freaking out, boys. I'm afraid it might be the end.
If I knew I was going to get my hair cut because it was a last-minute decision, I would have did it on the show. I would have did it on the show and got it cut. Yeah.
All right. Well, we have a surprise for you because you haven't heard this, and if I know regular listeners of Kyle Brust Nortman have heard this, but this is a theme song of one Kyle Wallace.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Uh-huh. Go with the Mad Libs.
It's feeling good.
Kyle Wallace on the mic, so clear.
So clear.
Talking sports and the games we cheer.
Yeah, we cheer.
Women and politics swirl in the air.
Hey, yeah, baby.
Milwaukee Nights, he's always there.
Okay,
Monday through Friday, he owns the wave. Stories of the city where passion stays. From the chorus to the fields and city streets. Kyle's voice is the rhythm that repeats.
Okay.
DJ Stroke.
Tune in now, don't miss the vibe.
Don't miss the vibe.
Milwaukee's heartbeat on the line.
He on the line.
Sports and women politics too.
love it.
Kyle's show is the life we pursue.
Hey.
He dives deep into the city, so from the Bucks to the Brewers, he plays his role.
Play the role.
Breaking news and a witty spin. Kyle Wallace knows where to begin.
Where to
Milwaukee
begin.
skyline lights the dark. Every word hits like a spark. He's the pulse of the city's grind.
Come on.
A voice for the restless mind. Tune in now, don't miss the
Tune in.
vibe.
Miss
the vibe?
Milwaukee's heartbeat on the line.
He's on the line.
Sports and women politics too.
You know I love it.
Kyle's show is the life we pursue.
Yeah.
Who did this?
That's
That's
it.
the first question that everyone asks
That's
when they
me.
hear that.
Yeah, I'm dropping.
You did that?
No,
Stroke.
DJ
Was
Stroke
that
did that.
AI or what was going on? How did y'all get
DJ Stroke.
DJ Stroke?
That's such a good drop for some reason.
DJ Stroke.
If I didn't know Kyle, I would have believed it so.
Sounds like you missed the vibe.
Okay, I mean, I felt the vibe.
Yeah, you like it, don't you?
It's
T-Love?
power.
You on the line?
Hey,
Yeah.
all the time.
We dropping.
You
We
know I
dropping.
love 'em.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you was gonna rap. I was waiting for a rap because you said something about being in the streets.
Yeah, he
So
don't know that. He
I
don't know
thought- I
that,
thought it
Tori.
was gonna be some at least a half a 16 or something.
You know, me and my ghostwriter, we
wow.
we had to make sure it was good for the public. You know what I'm saying?
know
They were in the lab.
was
They were in the lab together.
They play a lot of hip hop on ESPN.
Yeah, they do. And so we dropping our album,
Okay,
the KBN summer.
He said okay and then looked at like, what?
Yeah, KBN.
What?
Yeah, KBN dropping an album.
okay. Hey, I'm with it.
Songs of the summer.
Songs of the Summer by KBN.
As long as I get a feature on one.
Oh, feature? Hell yeah.
We're gonna do
get
a
a
whole
whole song.
song.
I need
about
a feature. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
just give
deserve
me a
a
little
whole
feature. You know, I
song.
oh,
the writing, T.
Oh
Love.
wow.
you want to write it?
I need a rock. I need acoustic guitar player.
What genre would you like your song to be?
Hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop.
Yeah, I need mine in the hip hop category.
Okay.
If I got one shot, I'm definitely gonna do hip hop because if you only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow.
It's opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
Look at that. Look at yeah, Be Rabbit.
Let's go.
Be Rabbit.
It
That's
got
what
in
I'm
there
trying to
somewhere.
say.
Be rabbit.
It's Tori Low Tuesday here on Kyle Brust and Nortman. Tori. Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs. I think you need to bring the $1,000 out again.
Okay, you thinking it's around that time where you think that we had a shot?
What's this? Just background music for the...
It's a beat I made for Tori.
Oh wow.
So, Tori, Jordan Love has an over-under at Potawatomi Sportsbook. 3,600 yards. Josh Jacobs, 1,050 yards. Josh Jacobs ran for 1,300 plus yards last year.
Right.
Jordan Love, in an injury-riddled season, went for 3,300 yards plus.
Okay.
The year before that, he threw for 4,000.
Right.
When you see an over-under for 3,600 yards for Jordan Love,
You
and
might
see
want to take. You might want to parlay that.
Oh, that's what we've been saying.
Parlay
That's
that.
right, Tori knows it.
Louise at Potawatomi.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a good
It's
parlay.
easy money.
Plus 257, but we have to get permission to get that combined, and we can make it the KBN special.
I'll get in. Let me in.
You're in on it? How much you laying on there? How much more you?
I mean, are we doing it as a group?
I mean, we could, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would.
I'd be down.
I would throw 200 at it.
I would do 200.
I would throw
at a
200.
parlay. We talking about
Yeah.
a parlay?
Yeah.
200 to win. That would be.
Kyle, I think you and I are operating.
That'd be
differently.
200 to win 200 to win 500. Yep.
Yeah.
With that parlay?
Yeah, 200 to win 500 on Jordan Love over passing yards and Josh Jacobs over rushing
I
yards.
mean, you taking $700 out of $700 from Pato.
No, you take 500, you get 200 back.
So altogether 700.
Okay.
500. Yeah.
Okay.
200, Stroh 50, Kyle 10.
50 to 100.
Hey,
I
love
my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
50 to 100, is that? I mean, I feel that confident in it. I'll probably drop a dub.
I can
100.
50.
Oh wow.
200. Oh,
Kyle's
wow.
gonna drop a dub on it.
I
That's
might-
conviction.
I might-
dub.
I might follow suit then. I can't be the low.
I know you can't be the low guy.
We gotta have something to do.
That would put us at
800. Put us at 800.
4.
It's just a 200.
100. What? I didn't hear him commit to anything.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
200.
That's 600. That's 800.
$800.
We're gonna have a night out on Kyle's boat. Listen to his theme song.
Ooh, boy, I tell you,
And-
that's a stressful year.
And if it hits, we can yell what you love to yell once it hits. But we're not going to say that.
No,
yeah,
no.
not yet.
We're not saying that yet.
Ban those two words for now. Especially out of Kyle.
And this is real talk. Like this as Tausch joined us earlier, we asked Tausch about those over-unders. And he's like, yeah, I'd be inclined to take the over on both of them.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. We've gone through it. Jordan Love, if he has 17 games that he plays, and even if he misses one, right? If he plays all 17 games, he needs to average 212 passing yards per game. That is more than achievable.
And I'm thinking about the averages.
And if he stays healthy,
and I'm thinking
right
this.
by it.
See, that's the big thing, right? I'm just playing the percentages of the fact Jordan Love had a healthy first season. Last year he played through injuries, right? And if Jordan Love isn't healthy this season, we're having a whole nother conversation about whether or not Jordan Love can be healthy. So I feel like just overall, Jordan Love is probably going to be more upright. Hopefully he's going to be healthy. And I feel like that 3,600 is pretty low. He got 3,389 yards, and he missed 2 games last year. And then he missed second halves in 2 games as well. So, I mean, he could have did that in the second half of a game.
And they coming in with a loaded offense, too. So.
And something to prove, because I think they're hearing all of the stuff like, did Jordan Love regress? Did he make the improvement? I think he's hearing that. The receivers are hearing that. And when it comes to the injury part of it, that's something as a pro that you learn, right? Because we have to remember, yes, it's Jordan Love's 6th season, but he's only been starting for 2. How to stay upright, how to avoid injury. Like those are veteran type perspectives and things that you do to keep your body healthy, decisions that you make in the heat of the moment. So, if we're sitting here saying, man, if Jordan Love stays healthy, he's going to go blow by that. If Josh Jacobs stays healthy, the older you get, the more you know how to take care of your body and the more you know how to actually play all 17 games.
So, because we're doing our due diligence on putting what is some real juice behind this as a show.
Oh, yeah.
1,050 yards divided by 14 games for Josh Jacobs. Just taking 3 out, right? Just in case, he gets nicked up, something happens. 14 games divided by 1,050, 75 yards on the dot.
75 yards a game?
Yeah.
He's got that in him.
He's
He
got
averaged
that
more than that
easy.
per game last year.
Yeah, and
Plus-
he's got some big games
Plus
next year, too.
the threat of the deep threat, if we have that deep threat idea with the wide receiver crew we have, the running game should be wide open. See, the thing is, the passing game opens up the running game, or the running game opens up the passing game. So
And if you get a little bit of both.
if you get a little bit of both, this is
It becomes
this
just
is
churning.
this is doable. Yeah.
Very doable.
We still have to make sure we can get them to accept the parlay. Maybe it's the Potawatomi special just for Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, but I'd love to extend it to KBN Nation because if we're going to put it behind, with money, I think, gamble responsibly. You don't have to do it, but it'd be fun to have everybody winning with us.
It's true.
Hey, my
Lots to root for.
my
all
favorite
season.
team is who I bet on too.
Oh,
And that
the
J
Packers
Love,
thing.
Josh Jacobs, I love them.
And
Dial it up, Matt LaFleur.
Just a little note on that, too. Do you realize going from last year to this year is a different year? The Green Bay Packers play. These are the bottom 6 teams in rushing defense last year. The Panthers, the Saints, the Commanders, the Cowboys, the Bears, the Giants. The Packers play 5 or 6 of those teams.
Kyle.
5 or 6 of those teams.
To add
Deep
more to
research.
this, I think what excites me most about the Jacobs thing is 52% of the time they ran the ball. And I think that's a pretty healthy percentage in today's NFL. Not only did they run it that much, they basically, the last 5 to 7 games of the season, the first drive was the Josh Jacobs drive. Yeah. And it's not like teams didn't know that they were going to lean on Josh Jacobs in their scripted drives in the first 10 to 15 plays of the game.
Right.
You must have gone in preparing for that. But Josh Jacobs is one of the best running backs in the league for a reason. He did lead the league in rushing. Now, 3 seasons ago?
I think so now, yeah.
Yes. It wasn't uncommon, though, to Ben's point, to exit the third or the first quarter, and he's already got 40 yards, right? I mean, like, that's how much they fed him early on, and then, honestly, he starts to make his money up more in the third and fourth quarter when no one wants to tackle him because he is running downhill. He likes that contact.
Would you join us if we can parlay this? 800-990-3776.
Pow! Hey. We got Metallica Sandman. Hey, I remember I used to
what?
Used to do the air guitar and just.
That's how I walk into the Potawatomi Sports Book.
That's how I make that right here.
Coming for you, Pato.
Hey.
Tori,
KBN Nation.
It was a pleasure.
Put it on the line.
On the line. Woo-hoo. You know I love him.
No, I love him.
Pow.
Tori, you're the best.
What? Thank y'all for having me. Diabolical.
No, nothing's diabolical about that bet. I'll tell you that much. Brad, why don't you tell us about your good friends?
Oh, I would love to tell you about my good friends at QC Kinetics, because now that we're entering the summer months, that means golfing and kayaking and walking and running, all the things you love to stay active with. But you know what? If you got pain in your knees, your hips, your shoulders, or your back, particularly from arthritis or chronic tendonitis, QC Kinetics is your go-to solution for non-surgical relief. You probably have heard the same old song and dance where it's got to be surgery, it's got to be drugs, all these things. I'm here to tell you, you need a second opinion. You owe it to yourself to go to QC Kinetics because they are on the cutting edge, the forefront, the frontier of regenerative medicine and these technologies that are giving people their life back and not masking short-term pain, but long-term pain relief. And honestly, I went to QC Kinetics, the Greenfield location, talking to them. They say the longer you put it off, the more challenging it becomes. So if you are even thinking about it, that knee, that hip, that back, whatever it is, if it's aggravating you, if it's been chronic, then you need to do it right now. The consultation is completely free. They're going to put an ultrasound to that spot. You're going to see on that iPad exactly what's going on then and there. And QC Kinetics have a personal plan to long-term pain relief. So give them a call today. The consultation's absolutely free. QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
The Packers practice at their OTAs today. Now it's not full speed, but there's some highlights from the OTAs today. Strofe scoured the internet. We have the highlights of today's Packers practice. Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Pull my baby out the goal. Y'all, get him out. Ain't no way in the world my baby gonna get hit that many times with a puck.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Traffic still looking a little bit bumper to bumper across southeast Wisconsin. We got a couple of instances of slowdowns, especially at 43 North, seeing a crawl from the Marquette interchange up towards Keith. 43 southbound is seeing slowdowns from Capitol Drive all the way to the Menominee River. 41 southbound is seeing backups at Camel's Pace from West Watertown Plank Road to the Hampton Avenue, and 41 southbound is similar with backups starting from a Good Hope Road that expand all the way past Capitol Drive. 894 westbound backups start at South 20th Street to South 68th Street, and 894 eastbound backups start from West Cold Spring Road to South 76th Street. We also have one incident on I-43 South, 0.2 miles beyond the ramp from Layton Avenue. Right lane is blocked due to a crash. Tonight, weather will be from storms to rain with a low of 56 degrees. Wednesday morning, we'll see some rain, and then it'll be partly cloudy for the rest of the day with a high of 64 degrees. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Sean Brinda on 94.5 ESPN.
Your chance to spend an afternoon on the links with ESPN Milwaukee is just a tap away. The 2025 Delzer ESPN Milwaukee Open happens July 15th at the Ball Golf Course, and we're inviting a lucky ESPN Milwaukee fan and 3 guests. Hang out with your favorite ESPN Milwaukee hosts, play around at one of Wisconsin's most popular courses, and enjoy food and drinks throughout the day. Open up the contest tab in the ESPN Wisconsin app and register for your chance to win this fan foursome with ESPN Milwaukee.
Brewers and Padres action is coming at you June 6th through the 8th. Catch an electric weekend of baseball as 2 of the game's youngest superstars square off. The first Friday game of June means Wisconsinites can grab half-off tickets to the Brewers series opener on the 6th, then score one of the top giveaways of the season, a Jackson Churio replica jersey presented by Chevrolet for the first 25,000 ticketed fans through the gates June 7th. Get seats at Brewers.com.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Chris Canty.
It was an uneven series for the Knicks against the upstart Detroit Pistons. They end up winning that series in 6. It seemed weird in terms of how the series played out. Then you had the series against the Boston Celtics where they were down by 20 each of the first 2 games, and you're wondering whether or not that was about the Knicks' resilience or Boston being complacent. Then you get to this series against the Indiana Pacers, and you barely pinch them. I don't know how to gauge where the New York Knicks are at. They didn't have to deal with the second best player in all of basketball who resides in the East. They didn't have to deal with the team that has the best record in the Eastern Conference. And the Pacers did on their path to get to the Final Four. So they did take on the reigning defending champs, but I don't know what to make of what I've seen from the Knicks regular season, and more importantly, what I've seen from them in their postseason run.
The playoffs are in full swing, and you can get in on all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest game-changing moments to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code JOEQ, J-O-E-Q, to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman hanging with you till 5 o'clock here on 94.5 ESPN and 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, 800-990-3776. Carlos talking text line. Shout out to Tori Lowe for joining us on the Tori Lowe Tuesday. But it was a Packers practice today. Still shorts and T-shirts, Strofe?
That's correct.
Shorts and T-shirts time. Who's looking good in shorts and T-shirts? Time now for Alex Strofe to catch us up on everything Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. You guys are going to love this. We're going to have some fun up at 1265 or across from 1265 Lombardi Avenue. Let's start with this one from Weston Hodkiewicz, Packers.com. Nice throw from Malik Willis. 2-minute drill.
To who?
Across the middle. But newly added wide receiver Sam Brown can't haul it in.
That's Sam Brown.
Shucks. How about that? 2-minute drills end. Colby Wooden up pass deflection at the line of scrimmage.
Good job. Need a big year from him.
Be active.
Big year from him.
This one from Matt Schneidman of The Athletic. In base, Cooper McDuffie and Isaiah Simmons, your linebackers. No Quay Walker at practice today. Javon Bullard comes in at nickel on the second snap. Matthew Golden went in motion around the line of scrimmage on the first snap.
No.
We've got Golden in motion.
No.
I mean, he's fast.
The opportunities are endless. In motion?
Couple more. This is just an update from Andy Herman. Everything Matthew Golden does just looks natural.
Told y'all.
Routes.
I told y'all.
Catching. Kick returning. Punt returning. He was just
throwing the ball.
He was just born to do it.
He was.
Wow.
That I can't agree
Specimen.
with. He is. He's special.
He is.
He's special.
This one from the final play of practice from Rob Demovsky. Best play in the 2 OTAs media has been allowed to attend. Jordan Love. Perfect placement. A 30-yard teardrop.
Teardrop.
To Jaden Reed for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
I bet they cooked Keyshawn Nixon.
Cooked Kalen King. That followed by the winning 2-point play. Jordan Love drops back, finds a man in the corner of the end zone, 50-50 ball. Romeo dives.
Come on. They ready.
Romeo.
All right, last one
ready.
for you. I specifically want Brad to react to this.
Okay.
From Matt Schneidman. Packers just ran a fake field goal in front of the media for the first time in 6 years.
No, they didn't.
Daniel Whelan rolls out to his right. Throws in the direction of Zach Tom in the flat.
Attaboy.
That's right tackle Zach Tom.
That's not
incomplete.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
That has fire written all over it.
I don't want Zach Tom firing nowhere. I want him firing hands in the chest of defensive linemen. I don't want him firing running routes. We don't need that.
Yeah, that's a classic snap in the dirt or fumbled snap.
Super Bowl.
I mean,
without a doubt. What do you mean? You mean?
After those?
I'll tell you what. What we witnessed today across from Lambeau Field is that of a championship team getting ready to win a Super Bowl.
Yes,
it is that of impeccable play. You know what creates Diamond's pressure? Who's got the third hardest schedule in the NFL this year, fellas? Answer me that.
The GBP.
The GBP. Who has a quarterback on a year where he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. Everybody from Unsportsmanlike to Get Up to Mike Greenberg to Dan Orlovsky.
Mr. Sexy himself, Jordan Love.
Talking about Jordan Love and regression in year 2 as the starter. What's going to happen in year 3? I don't know. Let's think about it this way. What Brett Favre do in year 3?
Super Bowl.
What did Aaron Rodgers do in year 3 as a starter?
Super Bowl.
And Brad, what is Jordan Love going to do in year 3 as a starter?
Super Bowl.
Thank you. I
How
digress.
excited he is. Yeah.
OTAs, baby. It's where the real players are shaped. Real players.
Yeah, studs and
doing
shorts.
real football things.
Romeo Dobbs balling, Jaden Reed balling, Matthew Golden.
Give me the gold. Give me the golden one again. Give me the golden one.
Yeah, that was
because they got Kyle all
so
tingly.
Sexy. So good.
From Andy Herman. Everything Matthew Golden does just looks natural.
No, not natural.
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 Routes, catching, returning. He was just born to do it.
Came out of the womb catching passes.
Wow.
Came out of the wound.
Jugs machine right there. He caught a pass.
Came out of the womb and did a little trickery at the line of scrimmage.
Get your 22
They
jersey
put him
now.
in motion too. They put him in motion.
Oh, so sexy.
Because he's extremely fast. He's going to be in motion in real season, too. Just wait on him. I'm telling y'all, Matthew Golden's going to be the golden boy of Green Bay. I can't wait.
I'm so ready
shorts
for
and
training
t-shirts.
camp. I'm so ready.
We're on shorts and t-shirts right now.
I'm telling you to do this because
helmets.
Hey, look,
Jordan Love dropping dimes.
The thing,
Hang on, I'm not gonna lie. Demovsky on teardrop.
That's quite a loose word. The loose use of the word. No, we're in shorts and t-shirts. I mean, I bet it was a nice throw.
But here's the thing:
it could still be a teardrop.
You're right. It's an encouraging sign that Love looks good. It's an encouraging sign that Matthew Golden looks good. Does it really mean anything?
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Not with that attitude, it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, what did we just do then? Why did we do that if it didn't matter?
Because I think the whole idea of overreacting to OTAs is very funny.
Well, I have a question because there's one thing that I love saying about a pass thrown by a quarterback. Teardrop had me like, oh wow,
it's a nice word.
I always say, put it right in the bread basket, baby. Right in the bread basket.
I'm telling y'all, Jordan
What's better,
Love is
bread
ready.
basket or teardrop? Guess they're two different things.
Two different things. A teardrop is the way the ball
Ball's
goes up.
thrown,
and
yep.
down.
Yeah. Breadbasket
It's
feels
the
like
location.
Yeah.
That's the chest right there. Put it right there.
No, I'd say
the
like
numbers.
It's
Throwing
dots.
dots.
Right in between the hands and the chest.
Like he's running
I
a
would
go
say
route.
Teardrops are more
A teardrop
beautiful. They're
into the
beautiful.
bread basket.
Oh,
Yeah, that's good.
Jordan Love threw a teardrop into the bread basket.
But hold on, there's the geometry, the trigonometry. Does that work?
Trigonometry.
Whoa, you lost Kyle and I
You did,
quick.
for sure. Is it just geometry? Or is it trigonometry? as well?
Physics?
Well, I'm looking for like the angles.
Yeah.
It'd be more geometry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does the geometry of a teardrop, right? It goes up and then it comes down. Does that work in a bread basket? Because you're kind of almost punt returning if it hits your bread basket.
But it's only
because you want a teardrop like over the shoulder.
But only the perfect teardrop could land
in the bread basket.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ben, you're just in a good position. All right, I'm out. I'm the receiver. I'm running this way. Throw me a teardrop. Okay, that's
throwing him a teardrop.
So I got it here.
Yeah.
I just ran into a chair.
Yeah, but of course Strofe on the teardrop into the bread basket still, even though it was thrown perfectly, tried to chest catch it.
He did. He said,
Everything you do is unathletic.
I was trying to reel it in and tuck it.
Everything he does is unathletic.
He can't help it.
A golf swing, a baseball pitch, attempt to catch a fake pass from me in the studio,
Genetics are undefeated, man.
a 3-cone combine drill.
Can't
A
beat out
fake
those.
teardrop catch should be the easiest thing to make smooth.
Not if he never played football. He just watched it.
Dimitri in Waukesha, you're on the Carbless Talking text line.
I believe the phrase you guys are looking for is dropping it into the bucket.
I like teardrop into the bread basket a little better, Dimitri. I'm not going to lie.
He just likes more syllables.
To take the phrase from Josh DiMaggio, producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, some would qualify the pass that Jordan Love made to Jaden Reed as a pill sling.
Pill sling's good. Throwing dots. It's another one. Dots. Darts.
Dots, everything.
I
love it.
like smoking darts. I don't know about throwing them.
Smoking darts.
I thought you are a big dart thrower. Actual dart.
Well, actual darts. That's why I think it's offensive to the game. So that's why I don't use it to
think it's
describe
offensive
football.
to game when you refer to things.
How good are you at darts?
Better than all three of you combined.
Okay, I mean,
Well, I don't want them as a
if we
teammate.
played
We
you
have
and
one
dart-
right here. We got to play.
If we
What
played
are you
you
doing
and darts,
in 30 minutes?
and then
I do
we
have some time to
each
spare before the dentist.
I don't.
You got a dentist appointment today?
I got to get my.
That's a late
what?
appointment.
Shame on you for not telling us this.
What?
That's a very late.
Yeah, how do you get a
That's a
5:30
really late
appointment?
appointment.
I had my cleaning a month ago, and they also shaped my teeth for a mouth guard at night because I grind my teeth and my gums are receding. So I'm just picking up the fitting, making sure it's good to go. Definitely not going to bring it to the bachelor party because I'd lose it. But
Wow.
I need Kyle to tell us how he is investing his money.
Yep, I'm just telling y'all this right now. Summer is just around the corner, and you can feel the weather, and we know it hits different when you are a homeowner. Suddenly, you're in your backyard, you're thinking like I am, hey, this could be a sweet deck, or maybe I should get a new patio, or maybe I should get somebody to help me out with my yard, or maybe I should finally finish my basement, or maybe you don't have a home at all, but you're trying to get one. That's where Citizen Bank comes in. They're not just another bank. They are your bank because they truly listen, y'all. Whether it's a HELOC to knock out those summer projects or just having someone local to talk through your options, you can always count on Citizens Bank because they are there. That's what they mean when they say bank where you belong with Citizens Bank. You're not just an account number. They know your name. They remember who you are, and they do everything to do what's right for you. So if you're dreaming a little bit bigger this summer, check out citizensbankwi.bank. That's citizensbankwi.bank. That is citizensbankwi.bank, or just stop by your local branch today. Citizens Bank is an equal housing lender.
Wheel of Strofe. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
800-990-3776. Say that again. What a radio pro.
He's so...
Say that again. Nobody said a word.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Traffic is still a little bit bunched up. 43 north, seeing that crawl from the Marquette all the way up towards Keefe. 43 southbound, seeing slowdowns from the Capitol Drive all the way through I-94 southbound to Lapham Boulevard. We are seeing the right lane onto 43 southbound near the Hale interchange near the ramp from Lane Avenue closed due to a crash, so be aware of that. I-94 westbound starts from North 32nd Street to Mitchell Boulevard. I-94 east is a turtle crawl from the South 92nd Street to the Stadium interchange. 41 northbound seeing backups from West Watertown Plank Road to the Hampton Avenue. 41 southbound seeing backups from Good Hope Road that expands all the way past Capitol Drive. Tonight, storms will turn to rain with a low of 56 degrees. And Wednesday, we'll see some morning rain and then partly cloudy skies with a high of 64 degrees. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Sean Brunda on 94.5 ESPN.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman's Brad Nortman. You hear me talk about Carbless and their refreshing flavors all the time. One of my favorites is watermelon, and Carbless just dropped the Watermelon Vodka Cocktail 4-pack. Perfect for chilling, grilling, or game day thrills. You know the drill. Zero sugar, unlimited flavor. Enjoy clean, crisp refreshment without the guilt. That's what Carbless does. Find the new Watermelon 4-packs wherever you get your Carbless. Crack open the taste of summer and get your bliss on.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust talking about our friends at Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Get out of your house this summer and go to Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best races since 1955. WeatherTech Chicago is up next on June 6th through the 8th. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
Born in the heart of the earth, natural diamonds rise up like the notes of a song from the throat of Mother Nature.
Rick, that was positively poetic. Mother Nature sings diamonds. Sarah, wow, you can sing.
Born in the heart of a plasma chamber, created diamonds fall softly like snowflakes from the heart of a star.
A star that shines like true love.
Natural diamonds are earthborn.
Created diamonds are starborn.
Kessler's has the largest selection of natural diamonds in the state of Wisconsin. All the different sizes, all the fancy shapes.
Give her a fancy diamond. We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
Bigger, brighter natural diamonds.
And financing that makes anything possible.
Kessler's is the largest employee-owned jewelry company in America.
Which means we can do anything we want to do.
For you.
Mother Nature sings diamonds.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Truck drivers, the job you have today might not be the one you want tomorrow, and that's okay. At Schneider, our transfer team is here to help you if you decide the job you picked isn't the right fit, or if you come across life changes that require a different schedule or home time. Last year, nearly 2,000 Schneider drivers transferred to different opportunities at the company that better met their lifestyle. Find the driving job that fits yours and your family's needs. Apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards, they're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel, it's a glow up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Make sure you go to the Princeton Club for a better tomorrow. Clean Health Club, open 24/7, free childcare with the membership, something for everyone. The outdoor pool is amazing. There's a bar there. It's not the only reason why I love it. The pool is awesome. Can bring my baby girl there. But also get great workouts, new equipment. They're always upgrading the facilities. Strong body, strong mind, and strong community. Everything in your grasp at the Princeton Club for your better tomorrow. Still don't know if this is a good segment or not, but it's fun writing all the topics on the wheel. Time now for the Wheel of Strofe.
You never know what to expect when the wheel appears. It's time for the
Wheel
are back in better than ever, the Wheel of Strofe. Our contestants today, as always, Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, Brad Nortman. I'm your host, Alex Strofe. Today, written on the wheel, I don't even remember what we wrote, Ben. List us our topics.
You need them from me?
I do need them from you.
Song. Hall of Fame. Is that one of them?
Hall of Fame is one of them.
Brad.
Brad is one of the topics, yes.
Honesty.
And
friendship.
Yes.
Still have push-ups and Kyle, Ben, and Brad time. Wheel of Strofe.
Ooh, it sounds different.
It's a little broken.
Ooh. Hall of Fame.
Okay, well, in the spirit of honesty and friendship and Brad all written on the board, I need to be honest with you guys.
Oh, wow.
All 5 topics on the board were the same thing today.
Whoa.
Oh.
Spin zone.
So we've been talking for about a year and a half at this point about how much of a travesty it is that our friend Brad Nortman is not yet a member of the Brookfield Central Athletic Hall of Fame, despite being a member of their state runner-up team in 2006, despite being a multiple-time letter winner, a highly recruited prospect, and all the in-between. So I did a little digging
Don't
today.
forget about the academia.
Oh, I didn't, and you'll find out why soon. Did a little digging today. You know what Brookfield Central's Athletic Hall of Fame did for the first time ever this year?
No, I don't know, Strofe.
I don't know if it's actually for the first time ever. It's just the first time I've known they've done it. Nominations are open.
No.
Guess who I went ahead and nominated today?
Wow.
No, you did not.
Chad Nortman.
Felt his skill, flipping the field with a punter's will. But back in Brookfield, the story's not done. It's time to honor this hometown son.
To whom it may concern, Brad Nortman was the epitome of a successful Brookfield Central Lancer, both on and off the field. Nortman was a member of some highly successful athletic teams during his time at BC, including the 2006 state runner-up football team, in which he was a starting linebacker and punter. Brad led the team in tackles during the 2006 season, which included a team-high 7 tackles and a forced fumble in the state championship game against Franklin. On top of that, Brad was an all-conference selection multiple years while maintaining an incredibly high GPA in the classroom. All of his accomplishments while at Central led to an exceptional athletic and academic career after the fact, starring for his home state school collegiately. As a member of the Wisconsin Badgers, Brad was known for punting the ball far while also being an incredible weapon for fake punts. College football legend Kirk Herbstreit is quoted as saying, "He's an offensive weapon for this team." After Wisconsin, Nortman went on to play 6 years in the NFL for the Carolina Panthers and Jacksonville Jaguars, which included an appearance in Super Bowl 50. Nortman holds multiple college degrees, which led to his post-playing career as a financial advisor in Milwaukee. Since 2023, Nortman changed full-time careers, going from playing football to talking football on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee and 100.5 ESPN Madison as an afternoon drive host on the wildly popular Kyle Brust and Nortman program. Brookfield's hometown kid is overdue for this esteemed honor at his alma mater.
Put him in the Hall of Fame.
Wow, I'm blushing.
So, I gotta say,
I'm blushing.
Put him in the Hall of Fame.
if this isn't the year, I don't know when the year's gonna be. I still haven't heard back.
Oh, wow.
You sent them that?
Submitted it?
I sent them that, yes. I sent them the audio version and the written version.
You sent them the audio? That's so. Who'd you send it to?
The athletic director and the principal.
Okay. That seems like it would be the right people to send it to. I'm blushing,
Can I send it?
The nominations are open for anybody to submit, so if you would like to help us in our efforts to get Brad Nortman into the Brookfield Central Hall of Fame, this is me asking, not Brad. Once again, I say this is me asking, not Brad.
Brad's too humble for him to do that.
Just look up Brookfield Central Athletic Hall of Fame. It will bring you to a landing page, and then you can click the nomination form. It's just a Google Sheet. Takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And you can even say KBN sent you, but...
the tidal wave of KBN.
But May, I think, 15th or 16th, 2026 is next year's panel. It is it's $1,000 for 4 seats. So Benny, if you don't mind winning a little bit,
Wait.
Well, if we get him in, he's covering us.
Do they say when they decide on?
It does not say when the decision.
But that's the induction.
I mean, it's not for another 11 months, so I'm going to be pesky.
They charge people to go to the Hall of Fame
It's
event?
to raise money for their athletics department.
Oh, Whitefish Bay, you just do it for free.
Oh, wow. Well, Central's trying to be next level, you know?
Or maybe they're brokies.
Oh, wow.
You can spin the wheel, but this is the one topic I have today.
That's so good. Thanks, Stroke.
I do have a full version of that song also.
Oops.
10
push-ups for Alex Stroh.
You can't do that.
10. No, yeah, I can.
Push-ups. Come on.
Get down and give us 10.
Oh,
Drop and give me 10. Drop and give me 10.
Real push-ups.
Brad, you got to maybe stand up. Make sure he does them correctly. I love that he's stretching his arms for 10 push-ups.
Yeah, that's pretty pathetic that you have to stretch your arms.
Count them out.
Yell it.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Are they pathetic?
8, 9,
What do you mean
10.
Were they at
They
hard,
were
Stroh?
pretty strong push-ups. Slowed down slightly.
I'll take pretty strong.
What, are you exhausted?
I mean, I'm out of shape, man. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Well, that was good, Stroh.
That was a good.
What a great
Wheel
beat.
of Stroh.
Wheel of Stroh.
That might have been one of your better ones.
I'm honored, Stroh.
You wanna hear
I'm
the full song?
blushing. The people can't tell on the airwaves, but I'm honored.
It touched your heart, I can tell.
It really did. It really did.
You want to hear the song?
That would be something. That would be something.
Ding, ding.
Tell us about Tsunami Express,
Oh, I
Mr.
would-
Future Hall of Famer.
That's right. Well, I'll be driving the Hall of Fame mobile, aka the Nortman car. And I can tell you what, it feels like I'm legitimately driving a brand new car off the lot. That is how efficient and effective Tsunami Express Car Wash is. In reality, my car is 9 years old, but boy, oh boy, whenever I drive it through there, it looks like I am driving a brand new car. Heads are turning as my car is glistening and reflective down the street. That's because Tsunami Express has state-of-the-art wash technology. They're going to give you a long-lasting shine and protection, particularly during these summer months when the sun is shining so bright. Protection and a shine will come with Tsunami Express Car Wash. Not only that, an inside-out clean. Vacuums, I'm telling you, when you pull the vacuum from the holder, it's like, I mean, it is blowing the content so hard back from your car. It makes your car so clean from the inside out. Matte washers, detailing supplies, and free tire air. Tsunami Express has everything. That's why I am a ceramic member, a monthly member for one low monthly cost that if you just go two times throughout the month, it already pays for itself. There's so many reasons to go Tsunami Express. Now is the time, especially when you're driving down the road, you know, the bugs on the windshield, you want those off. Tsunami Express, go-to location. There are many locations around greater Milwaukee, so there's one close by you. So if you want to get that clean feeling in your car inside and out, go to Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat with Tsunami Express.
Professor Big Daddy J.A. John Anderson of ESPN joins us next before the Homer Hour on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Do you think?
Nope.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. You remember the moments from that magical March.
Side Decker. It's a three. Got it!
On June 26th, celebrate the squad with Made 'em Believe, a special night with Bo Ryan, Frank Kaminsky, and Sam Decker.
Here's Kaminsky. The drop stab. That's his favorite. And the two.
Presented by Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Potosi Varsity Ale, and Potosi Hard Seltzer. Tickets are on sale now at UWHoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe. June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
St. Anne's Center for Intergenerational Care recently switched to James Imaging Systems for their document imaging technology. Why? CFO Sally Parente.
Well, I think that boils back down to the service. We have a good partnership with James Imaging.
With James, you get more than a vendor relationship. You get a local business technology partner.
Oh, absolutely. I can pick up the phone at any time, contact our representative, and he's right on it.
James Imaging Systems, business technology, and local support for more productivity, more value.
Definitely. We're a nonprofit here. We have to watch every penny, so we really feel very comfortable in that area with James Imaging.
Comfortable enough to recommend James Imaging Systems to others?
Well, without hesitation, I would recommend James Imaging. They won't be disappointed.
James Imaging Systems. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Woo! Hey, this is Ben Brust from Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. People can't stop screaming about the Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza, and no wonder. There's plenty to scream about, like the buttery stone-fired crust, secret recipe tomato sauce, mounds of whole milk mozzarella, and tons of premium toppings. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer and find out for yourself why Sport called Screamin' Sicilian's Holy Pepperoni frozen pizza the best of the best. Screamin' Sicilian. Taste what all the screamin' is about.
The big gig is back, starting June 19th. 9 days, hundreds of musical acts. Summerfest in Milwaukee is the event of the summer. Plus, tune into 94.5 ESPN all 3 weekends for Summerfest Saturday. Enter for your chance to win tickets to the ESPN Wisconsin app or visit summerfest.com. We'll see you out there.
Hey, it's Kyle Walsh, and if you're a homeowner like me, you know how it goes. There's always a project that needs attention, and sometimes the big ones, like replacing old windows, get pushed to the bottom of the list. But I'm telling you, this is the time to finally check that box with Universal Windows Direct. They're running their home improvement season sale, and the offer is just too good to pass up. You can get payments as low as $99 a month or no payments and no interest for an entire year. Call 414-410-2000 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey, I'm Reba McEntire. In life, you'll hear a lot of people tell you that you can do anything you want. I'm here to tell you that's true. Since I was a little girl, I dreamed of becoming a successful singer and entertainer. It took a lot of hard work, dedication, and perseverance to find my success, but it was worth it. I never gave up on my dreams. Remember, you can never have a dream come true until you've had a dream. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
If you are thinking about updating your Windows, think no longer, because I have the solution for you. I'm going to keep it easy for you. UWD. Yes, Universal Windows Direct is the place to go. What I love about them is the fact that you work hard for your home and you take pride in your home, and they will take pride in making sure your home looks beautiful and perfect with your brand new windows. And what I love about Universal Windows Direct, you can get payments as low as $99 per month or no payments and no interest for an entire year. That gives you a full year, KBN Nation, to enjoy the comfort, savings, and curb appeal before you even make a single payment. I've worked with Universal Windows Direct. You guys know that, and I can tell you from my experience, their team is fantastic. They show up on time. They do their job. They make sure they break everything down for you, and guess what? The result speaks for themselves, and I see it every single day in my house. So if you're feeling those summer cooling costs creeping up, or you're just ready to give your home a fresh new look, don't wait. Give my friends at Universal Windows Direct a call right now at 414-410-2000 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman before he joins the Homer Hour is Professor Big Daddy J.A. John Anderson of ESPN. John, how are you?
Good, man. Just back from Philadelphia. Watch my boy Kenny Bednarik run people down. The fastest man in the world right now is from Rice Lake, Wisconsin.
All right.
Let's do it.
Kenny, Kung Fu Kenny.
Yeah. He's now 300,000. He's 300K Kenny right now.
Oh, wow. He made $300,000.
Can I ask a question of the professor?
Go right ahead.
Oh,
sure, Homer.
What do we got?
Professor, Ben Brust, when he was single, had one plate in his house. So now he's invited someone over for dinner. He asked her to bring a second plate. Now,
we're getting married in August. So
hold on. This is not. Professor,
doesn't it make sense to you that he, knowing someone else is coming, would go buy a second plate?
It's a normal human
So
behavior.
he doesn't have to ask her unless, and this could be, maybe you would know as a professor, maybe that was his way of, there was some benefit he saw of getting her to bring a plate. If I was dating a girl, she asked me to go over to eat, and she said, "Can you bring a plate? I only have one."
Boy, I'll be thinking bad things.
Yeah.
I can't say, but Professor, what?
Well, yeah. First of all, yeah, that's a bad look. But I'll give him. I give him this dispensation that since they are getting married, it's pretty. You're registered somewhere. I'm sure they'll have plates. He's already managed to somehow win this woman over, so I can live with it. But ordinarily, that would be tragic. And
But
that
would you have purchased a second plate before she
yes,
came?
I would have.
But hang on, time out.
And the worst part is, it's a plastic plate, isn't it?
No. They were ceramic or whatever breaks.
Yeah, like a ceramic, like a nice,
Clearly a plate expert.
Yeah. So these were plates that were left over at my house with after the parents got divorced. I was like, I just need something for my apartment when I move or whatever. And I probably started with 6 or 7, John, and I probably ended up dropping all of them until I had one. And so, but at that point, when you're living alone, I'm a paper plate guy, I don't want to do the dishes, so I only have one plate.
But, John, I want to ask you, though, because Ben just said so. He has a stack of paper plates. What's worse? Asking this girl he's courting, who is now going to be his wife, to bring an extra normal, quote, normal plate, or just serve dinner on paper plates?
The whole thing is just tragic. I don't know that it's all just levels.
What if he'd had only one fork? Would he have asked her to bring a fork, or would he have purchased one?
I've heard of BYOB, but I've never heard of BYOP. And that's just
bring your own plate.
Yeah, Ben is an interesting guy, man.
Okay,
maybe. Did you tell? Unless I told her, listen, Giannis was over the other night, and we had a great Greek dinner, and we threw all the plates and broke them against the wall, and I only have one left.
I'm not Greek, so I don't have that excuse.
Out of that.
I didn't have any excuse.
Yeah.
I just broke all the plates. I just dropped over time. I'm a little clumsy.
Wow.
And she still decided to marry him. Good for her.
Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, just don't. And if you guys are registered, don't carry the China. That's not for you. Put it away.
No, China is not on the registry.
I was gonna say that would be ironic.
Or it would be a great way to kick off our marriage.
Oh,
China cabinets.
Just don't let Penn.
Don't get China. Cabinets are way too expensive.
Okay, thank you, Kyle, for the drop-in.
Don't do it. Worst decision I've ever made.
All right. Thanks for getting your personal gripe off. John Anderson joining us here.
There you
go. Strofe, give me one. Brewers! 8. Okay, not you, Kyle.
Brewers!
8 straight, John.
Hang up. Wow.
Yeah, I don't blame him. 8 straight, John, is are the Brewers setting us up for Mark Antanasio's summer filled with memories, or is there something more going on here?
I don't know. I think anytime any team wins 8 in a row, there's some smoke and mirrors, right? Was it the Murderers Row Yankees back in the 20s? They never won more than 9 in a row. So, and they won 100 and some odd games. It's just 8 in a row is ridiculous. It's defying the odds. So that's not going to keep up. I just don't know how they keep managing to pitch like this because they don't have anybody to pitch. You just watch them.
But they do.
Who are these guys?
Savale got through 5 yesterday. They did.
Right,
I know. The amount of pitchers has been crazy.
Yeah.
The starter was Elvin Rodriguez at home. Do you remember that?
I'm watching Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kids where they just turn around and keep going, who are these guys? And then they finally go, I don't know who they are. But
Chad Patrick sounds fake.
So.
They just found a guy named Chad Patrick.
Sounds like an AI name.
Or a movie star.
Yeah.
Chad Patrick.
It sounds like every guy that they pitch, I'm like, that guy's got a number that's a spring training number. There's just nobody that you feel like even has a legit major league number that comes through there. But listen, I don't know that they keep it up. It breaks my heart that the Cubs are playing well. And the rest of that National League is tough between the way the Giants are playing and over in, with the Phillies,
the Padres, the Giants, and the Dodgers out west.
Yeah, it's just going to be hard to make a wild card. But listen, that they've won 8 in a row is some sort of small miracle. Of course, I'm the dummy that said somehow they're going to win 90 games. By the way, that might not be good enough to get in the playoffs in the National League. By the way, it's just really crazy.
It is still early. I feel that.
We got 100 games to go.
Yeah, I will not jump into the wild card situation on the West yet because the Padres have not played that well late, and I'm getting a little too sidetracked.
But at least we're getting right now. Like, okay, cool. They got me interested into June, so that's good. You know,
that was Atanasio's plan, as Kyle would say.
Family fun.
Family and fun. I enjoy it very, very much.
You could be the Cubs, completely useless by September.
Hey,
so we don't have that.
What I will say, though, is I don't know, for all you gamblers out there, if you want to go to Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Freddie Peralta versus Hunter Green. Hunter Green, good pitcher for the Reds.
Yeah, we told you, Hunter.
The savants
Freddie
over here.
fastball, they call him.
Yeah,
You know
good
that?
job. Freddie is a underdog today in the Brewers have won 8 games. So if you want some value, I would say take it on the Brewers.
ERA under 3 right now, playing in Cincinnati.
I'm glad you guys have finally done your research. They didn't know Aaron Savale pitched yesterday. I asked them who the starter was, and they are now trying to make up for that. But to be fair to your point,
I would not have known either.
Yeah, there's been a lot of.
I was on a plane.
I was at dinner.
And got back, and I'm like, oh, they played this afternoon already. I didn't realize. Good for them. So Freddie's thing could just be like the chance of winning 9 in a row is just really remote, and so that's why they went down on poor Fred. It might not have anything to do with his arm.
Well, John, I'm glad you went viral with Homer on the Jackson Churio clip. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about since you don't have